Hello, 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 and welcome to the Vimesy Show. Lots of fun stuff happening tonight, lots of fun people, and really just y'all my inspiration. I love everything that's happening on GPU at the moment, and I love everything that you guys are bringing, because
Crit.
Hello, She-Evil, Randomly Heather, Teddy Bear, thank you for that crit! Exclamation. Actually, Teddy, there's a new one for you.
Snackla!
Yes.
The Red Demon!
Look, there's some good stuff. Hey, Grunty, how are you, buddy?
What is going on? What the fuck is my defenders, mate? This is fucking stupid.
Look, you know what? I love my voice, but I hate it when it's played back to me. I feel that when they filter my voice through the microphone or through Twitch or through Discord, that they take like a certain amount of gruffness out of my voice. Now, one of the things that is most important that we needed to cover today, and and I hope that he's watching, is that it was LJ's birthday yesterday. LJ's birthday is on the 17th of January. As one of the contributors and one of the founding members and all the things that he has done for us, I think that it's only appropriate that Vimesy sings him happy birthday. I genuinely love playing Rocket League with the man, COD. He's such a great whip. But as we know, everyone who knows LJ calls him Whispers, because unlike me, who will talk at the top of my volume at 12 o'clock at night, he cares about his family, and his wife's a very light sleeper, so he whispers. And so a lot of the time it's very hard to hear him. So what I was thinking is I would sing him happy birthday in what would be the only way that I know how to, that would be, hey, isn't it sus, Vimesy? Hey, Nord. Welcome in, buddy. And Nice Shepherd, thank you for coming on over. I'm a rate monster, am I? I'm rating that a double thumbs up. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, double thumbs up. Man, what are you sorry for? You got nothing to be sorry for. So, in true LJ fashion, we will sing him happy birthday the only way that we should. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear LJ. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip, hooray. Hip hip, hooray. Hip hip, hooray.
How did that not hit you?
There we go. There we go. It's the only way that I know how to sing happy birthday to LJ. I don't want to get him overexcited. I don't want to get him loud. You know, he respects his family much better than I do. But genuinely though, I was talking to Randomly about this today, and I think that it'd be awesome if on GPU we could work out someone's like a birthday schedule, so we know when everyone's birthday is, and we could you rate that 10 out of 10 nuggets. 10 out of 10 nuggets. So, happy birthday, LJ. Man, thank you for all your quick turnarounds, all your quick work, all of the artwork, dude. I can't thank you enough for doing the Vimesy. I can't thank you enough for doing the Vimesy logos, all of my emotes. Anything actually really comes from LJ. The man is a connoisseur of fine tastes, and he believes in GPU, so he loves the fine tastes. Yeah, look, I'd like it if all you guys just, in general, bombard the shit out of the general chat saying happy birthday to him, because, well, it's it's important. In a time where we can't even share, special occasions with each other. I mean, it's still... Like, I know you say we can still go out, we can still do this, we could still do birthdays and shit. It's not like it was. It's hard. It really is hard. I've got an idea. I do have an idea. And I was definitely thinking... I'm definitely thinking we need a birthday calendar so that we can recognise more of all of our community and when their birthdays are, so that on that day, instead of it being like, maybe we can't all get down there and that sort of stuff. And look, randomly Heather, she's turning 50 this year. She wants to do a special occasion. We can't always be where we want to be, but I definitely was... I would definitely love to be able to, in some way... that fuck you is the most, like, there's no exclamation marks, no nothing. I know that's, like, right at the top of her, like, fuck you. Like, that... Alright. Let's get on with the catch-up. First off, I'd like to, for those that you don't know, Tricky D, who has been a friend of the Vimesys for nearly 2 decades and has been at role-playing tables with me. I've even stayed over at his house. He builds websites for a living. That's what his job is, and he's doing the Global Players United website for us, and working on it. And I'd like you guys, if you can, please start getting this out there. I want to start showing people that things are happening consistently, continuously. I know that it's hard and that sort of stuff, but we do have exclamation mark idea. Tricky D does do tabletop. He hasn't done tabletop for a while, but yes, we all play tabletop. Actually, Crit, we used to play Magic and Werewolf, so storyteller system together. And a little bit of Vampire. But yes, so things are happening. Even when you don't think things are happening, things are happening. 2021, I would like to see... I'd like to see us get to a place that continues to incorporate what we have distilled as an ethos. We want to support gamers, we want to support up-and-coming affiliates, and we want to show the better of community. And just like on everything, there's a good side and a bad side. And the bad side is the other day, we unfortunately had to have words with a player in the community for their actions. And, like, that's for the betterment of all of you. If someone isn't going to respect, certain things, we need to make sure that we make sure that they understand that behavior isn't acceptable, and that unfortunately that's not going to be tolerated around our around us. Why am I getting... Would you all stop? Thank you. So yes. Now, this is hysterical. I'm just gonna zoom this in. Randomly, while playing around the other day, decided to squish up Crit's face. Now, this is funny, right? But, and this is the moment for the birthday man, LJ complimented it perfectly. He put this up, so if you go and look in the general, you'll see the Goomba from Mario Brothers, the movie. Crit. Goomba, crit. Goomba, crit. It's fucking identical. Just identical. It was such a perfect, just... oh, I like it, Nod. So yes, now, you know, Victoria is known for all of its seasons and all of the things that can happen.
Crit.
Thank you for that crit, Grunty.
Crit.
Now, in Victoria, it was 20 degrees the other day, and of course, it started to rain. The only way it knows how to in Victoria, with P-shaped hail.
Snackler! The Red Demon!
Yes.
Oh my god, it's so loud.
Now, I've turned this down.
Holy shit, my car is getting absolutely...
I'll turn it down a little bit more.
Oh my god.
It hailed for about 10 minutes. It was 40 degrees on the other side of the country. And even in Sydney was pretty... And Brisbane was pretty damn hot. And in Victoria, this nice, cool rain. My son, you can hear my son just going nuts in the background. Ollie was loving it. Now, nope. Now, you know what? We'll hold this for a moment, right? Star, who is doing an amazing job, has started streaming on Fridays. Is doing Retro Fridays. Played Monkey Island. Doing Hard Snow in Summer. Pretty much. Oh, you know what, Nord? Look, New Zealand is, you know, a nice, cool place, but Victoria is like a storm of just continuous craziness. Now, Star, your hairline's just a little bit receding, mate. But I was looking at this, right? So Star at work, doing the right thing, wearing a mask. I think that it's important to show that people are doing what they're supposed to do for COVID, wearing masks. And then, of course, you know, we have Crit, and then we have Crit, and then we have Crit. You know, I'm a little disappointed with Crit's mask. I was expecting a grill. I was expecting some sort of, like, metallic, you know, mouthpiece that made him look even more, you know, psychotic at work than ever. Because that's what I would like. I'd like Crit to have, like, a solid mouthpiece. You have a huge anime. Oh, of course, Knight would suggest anime. I mean, whoa, where did that come from? And then, of course, our lovely social manager and our lovely founder at the shops, isn't it? Aren't they just cute? Aren't they just cute? Weeb. Look, you know, I was thinking about this, right? Now, I know masks are going to stop being compulsory at some point in Queensland. She-Evil there sharing her mask photo, and at least she had a design on hers. She got the spider design, right? So, you know, like, she got the cool design. I wonder if they were all at the same shops, though, because, like, that's a shopping centre, that was a shopping centre. I don't know if they're all at the same shops, but awesome with the masks, and it's nice to see, you know, where they're supposed to be, they're wearing the masks. But I was thinking about this. In Queensland, maybe masks should stay compulsory, because it kind of makes Queenslanders look better, doesn't it? Like, just thinking out loud. I just do that. I just think out loud. Now, this is the Noxie we're used to. Isn't she just adorable and cute? And look at those deep brown eyes. But you think that that's adorable. You gotta look at that. Look at that. So what a transformation. What a transformation. You are so cute there. You're like a gumdrop of happiness. Jesse Knox, the gumdrop of happiness. Exclamation mark Noxie in the chat, please. Oh, Noxie is the cutest little bean. That's the soundbite you're gonna have to make, Noxie. Now is gonna have to be Noxie, the gumdrop of happiness. You know what? When I loved when I saw that. In fact, when Flaming saw it, it shocked the shit out of him. Huh? It shocked the shit out of Flaming. Right? He was like, what? So, you know, look, this is what GP is about. It's about more content providers, more content creators. Flamin' Scott is a man who is a huge friend of the channel, is always a great person to listen to. Had him on last week. Just an amazing person. So I really appreciate everything that Flame is doing. But it's good to see he's also joining in on the community. Don't be spin my noodles there. Saturday morning Disney Knox. I think we could do something with that. So, you know, thank you, Flamin, for putting up a photo, showing off, you know, your awesomeness. Also, you know, I encourage new people, and I want to show that all of the people that are in our community, who are being part of our community, also have a place where I'm going to show them and talk about them. And here we go, Phantom. Welcome in, Phantom. Welcome in. Thank you for that selfie. You're wearing more clothes than you normally do, so thank you for that too. But, you know, like a nice ensemble. I like the jacket. But I'm never going to grow those locks. I think those locks are done for me. Of course, Enforce the Pants, who loves being around GPU and has, you know, played Tarkov with me, and he's playing Tarkov right now, the bastard. After I invited him last night, and then he messages me at like 4:30, hey, I'm playing tonight, you want to play? Fucking asshole. Yeah, that's right, you heard me, Pants. But truly an advocate for Movember. Truly a man. Came and did a power hour with me and Crit to help raise money for Movember. Now, in talking about that, in talking about Movember and talking about the money that was raised, we made markers where Vimesy tried to eat 100 nuggets and tried to do this. I should be crying of laughter and embarrassment either. No, you shouldn't be crying of embarrassment either. No way. I loved it. Look how fucking cute you are. Whoop, there we go. Look how fucking... I'm used to that Noxie, and then when I saw that Noxie, I was like, hot damn. Just a gumdrop of happiness. But yes, so we made our money markers. Now, next Monday, there is a plan in motion, and we hope to give you a lot more notice in the socials. But basically, Vimela, the drag stream I will be doing next week. So I'm going to be done up by Rama and Jabberwocky, who are Rama, who I will be interviewing later, who is also the events coordinator for GPU, and Jabberwocky, who is one of the writers, which is where part of all of this is going to go. So as they do writing content, Jabberwocky and Jesse Knox, as they review games and review stuff and talk about anything, this is where you're going to be able to find the platform that we're going to put their stuff up. But Vimela next week, drag stream, Vimesy, gonna be, now we need a spicy Nox. Ooh, spicy Noxy. But I don't know if I can show that because of TOS, Teddy. I don't, that could be and of course Nord, who is going to be on in a few minutes, built themselves a brand new PC and did a stream today for the first time in a long, and got to show off their gear, show off their equipment, show off actually being able to play games and stream. So, we'll talk more about that when I'm talking with Nord. But now, Commander Coop, who is a fan of the channel, who is a friend, has been on the channel, has the exclamation mark, "Oh baby" voiceover, did this, and this is hysterical.
Oh my God!
Oh,
look
baby,
who it
yeah.
is. It happens gamings. Well, hello there, honey, darling. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you much stopping by and saying hi, spending time with the best e-girl, Commander Uwu. I love you, boo boo. Happy Thursday. How you doing today?
Now, I don't know if you...
my God! Look who it is. It's Crit Happens Gamings. Well, hello
Look at this.
there, honey, darling.
This
Welcome
is
to the
all
stream.
for Crit.
Appreciate you much stopping
This
by
is
and saying
all
hi,
for
spending
Crit.
time with the best e-girl, Commander Uwu.
Yeah, I know. That's because
I
they're
love you, boo-boo.
timed out. They'll stop.
Happy Thursday. How you
They're
doing
just timing
today?
out. That's all.
Oh my God! Look who it is.
But yeah,
It's
for Crit Happens,
Gaming.
he got the Commander Uwu.
Honey, darling, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by and saying
I loved
hi,
it.
spending time.
Loved it. Absolute friend of the channel. Now, this one, right? If someone could do a shout out for Two Mums. This was what happened last week. While Benno was playing FIFA, we got an amazing raid. So, let's just have a look at Benno's reaction. And I'd like to encourage anyone who's streaming on GPU, hopefully Nord in the future as well, that if you get raided, if it is one person or it is 139 people, this is the reaction that I would love to see from everyone.
Yeah. Two Mums is now Whoa! Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, can we just take a moment? Can we just take a moment to thank Two Mums for hosting Global Players United with 139 fucking viewers.
So,
Whoa! Thank you very much. Can I
agree,
get a
we
shout
need
out to
GPU
Two
stream
Mums,
raiders.
please?
The problem is, Nord,
Mums
there's
was
too
last
many
playing
people streaming that we can't have.
Yeah.
We can't have it all. But yeah, look, I definitely want to encourage everyone to be part of this. Now, this is where the new sound bites have come from. I was playing.
Another one.
I feel like the game knows that it's not supposed to score.
And
They
so,
were meant to take it, though, apparently. Rumours they were
me and
taking
Bilbo,
it.
we had a game. Me and
Bilbo.
Bilbo were playing. Now, the next play, Vimesy loses his shit from a gunshot, man. I do not.
What is going on? What the fuck is my defenders, mate? This is fucking stupid.
I
This is fucking stupid.
may have been a little pissed off.
I don't fucking understand.
The other side of it, though,
What is going on? What the fuck is my defenders,
Glad you
mate?
say
This is fucking
nothing.
stupid.
on the other side of this, though, I did win the game. So, as it stands, Bilbo and me are Vimesy in the lead. Now, Crit has lots of things that he can do. Pro tips is one of them. So this is Crit with a pro tip.
What's up? Etienne's story came to an end. Here's a pro tip. Don't open the door where the monster is.
It's a pretty good pro tip. Pretty good pro tip. Now, there's one other little thing that I would love to say just before I grab Nord and drag him in. Nord, you'll be in 1 second. Or if someone can do that, that would be awesome. Someone can just drag Nord into the interview room. That would be awesome. GPU got 250 follows. Has made 250 follows. I can't express how happy I am that continually through all of the decisions that are being made with, the captains and the mods and all the things that we're trying to do and all the people that we're hoping to get to come and stream and all that sort of stuff, that we are still building, but we are building for you. And the more we have follows and the more we have people come in and tune and the more people that I can interview and, you know, show, it's always a classic Vimesy Rage, but the more people we can show, I cannot tell you how heartfelt it is that we are reaching the numbers that we are, and I hope that our growth continues and that you do invite your friends in to come and see this awesome stuff. And I hope that, you know, we do get new streamers. You know what, if we convince Nord to come in and he does, and they do a stream for us, they will do you know, the first New Zealander streamer. Imagine that, the first New Zealander streamer. But without further ado, time to get Nord in here now. And Nord, please be in the waiting room. Yeah, there we go. An interview? There we go. Hey, Nord, have you got your camera? Do you want to throw it on so we can all see your lovely face? No, it's all right. It looks fine. I can see you, though, and that's what's important. How are you? Very, very hot. And it's just pushing the hot front through first. I really thank you for coming on, and I guess, you know, you're not my first New Zealand interview, but definitely one of the funnest New Zealanders I know. And so you were playing with us, some Among Us on Sunday, and you've been a big part of, you know, coming in and playing with Silly Shirt Sundays, with Bilbo Baggins, Jabberwocky, Like I'm Born Gaming, Watermutt, Tato, all of the big names, Jesse Knox. I'm so sorry that I got caught the other day. I was half paying attention and not paying attention, and when I killed randomly, ruthlessly. Whoa, hang on, sorry, give me 2 seconds. The chat just kicked me out. Sorry, 2 seconds. I didn't do anything though. I don't know why it's kicked me out. I wasn't doing anything. I was simply talking. Can't I just talk? No, that's not right. Uh-oh. No. You know what? I'll just do it like this. Fixed.
I just saw Rama's comment.
So, I'd like to welcome Nord to the channel, now that everyone can hear Nord. And, exclamation mark tech in the chat. Shit. I swear I pushed the fucking button to put you on. and now it's, oh my God.
You need to stop breaking things. That's not your job. That's Dean's job.
Well, I laugh because I'm literally watching I'm watching the chat, and then all of a sudden, OBS Live, which has been fantastic, thanks a lot, fucking Benno, is that it just booted me out of the chat, and I'm like, what? But the only way to get back into the chat is for me to like relog all the way in. I cannot be. Vimesy broke my ass, Teddy. But yes, no. Nord, you were playing on Sunday with Randomly Heather, Bilbo Baggins,
Yeah.
Like I'm Born Gaming, Jabberwocky, and all of the others with their silly shirt Sundays. Are you planning on joining in on the silly shirt? Fucking hell. They got to pick some stupid name.
Depends on my study, because I go back to study in a month for my final year of graphic design.
Awesome. But are you gonna find some silly shirt and then come and you could stream on the Sunday as well and be part of all of the fun?
Yeah. Okay. I just have to find one somewhere around.
I mean, you could just wear an all black shirt. That's pretty silly.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just realized that comment.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Fuck you, Vimesy.
And the best part was you said yes.
I know. I wasn't even thinking.
That was the best. That was the best part about that was you said yes. Now,
yeah.
I think it would be awesome to have you as part of the team, doing those streams. Could you tell us a little bit more about the graphic design side of what you're studying at the moment?
Mainly this year, I'm doing graphic design, my internship for graphic design. So I get work experience through Vim, so I get my portfolio. And my rest of my classes are for graphic design and to help with my streaming. So like motion graphics and sound fundamentals. Okay.
So does that mean that you're looking at potentially, coming on into GPU and start making up some new emotes and doing some of those background content for us?
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking for, like as a job after I finish, is to actually focus my graphic design for streamers.
Ooh.
Since I've noticed that there's not many graphic designers strictly for streamers.
Yep. Yes, that is true. Yeah. That is very true. I think that a lot of people feel intimidated by, a lot of the time normally is off-put by either the graphic designer not understanding streaming, but also normally pricing and stuff.
Yeah, like in New Zealand we have, it's expensive. It's expensive living here. Oh, crap! Fuck you.
I
saw the title. I was like, oh, fuck you.
I love it.
Oh.
Can never take it back. It back.
I know. And then Dallas is going to see that, and he's going to make fun of me for it now. It's Alice Breaker.
That was great.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I don't normally get much of a chance to give shit to New Zealanders as much as I'd like to. Although my best friend at work is a New Zealander, so I give her shit all the time. So this is fantastic because I can't wait to play that for her.
Why did I give Crit that idea? And this is why Vimesy should not wake Naughty up at 22 in the morning.
Now you are miles away from us. What's it like not being sort of at home? Or with the travel? What's the travel been like?
For me, I have actually been mostly at home, not really traveling.
Oh, I thought you were traveling all the way over to, with your classes and stuff. You're staying there.
Oh, I live in the city, just out of the city centre.
Yep.
So literally it's less than a kilometre to class.
Beautiful. That's the best way to be. I know that when I did my scent.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Now, a lot of people will refer to you when they see you as Rule 1. Have you thought about changing your name to just Rule 1?
No, that is not happening.
No?
Now, I've actually got a clip of what started my thing as Rule 1.
Yep.
I'll send it to you now.
I'm pretty sure you got imposter 6 times in a row, didn't you?
No, this is before Among Us. This is way before Among Us.
Ooh. I don't think I've seen this one. Hang on. Let me change the scene. No, pause. Don't play without me telling you to play. Did that swap?
Trust me, Heather will remember this.
There we go. Oh, yes!
This is what started it all.
Come on, let me win the minigame. Let me win the minigame. What? Oh, dude, Grizzly, thank you for the host. Holy shit!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I fucking got deleted. I got deleted.
This is what started it all. I was just like,
I love that
merciless
shotgun side of hand.
Come on, buddy.
Boom.
Nice. So rule one is basically get rid of Nord first, no matter what
Come
the game.
on, let me win the minigame. Let me win the minigame.
I like it.
What?
And do you remember
dude, Grizzly, thank you for the host.
one of Breaker's streams?
Holy
Like
shit!
by Daylight with me when
Yes.
I was getting drunk,
Yes.
and he chased me around when he hit the cutter on him. Yeah, that was absolutely terrifying. And that was like I kind of got in my mind as like it was Breaker's revenge for killing him so many times.
Now you're sitting currently at 462 follows.
Yeah.
What have you got planned for the big 500?
I am hoping like I can get 500 before next month.
Yep.
Because I've actually got something huge planned. Like I've actually pre-ordered this because I knew I wouldn't be able to get it when the time came.
Yep.
I have Shiny Fates Elite Trainer bots coming for a big opening, and I'm actually going to be ordering some separate Pokemon cards to be sending away for a giveaway.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
What sort of like, what made you go, oh, this is the way that I wanted to go with it? Like, what went into the planning for this?
I've been really into my Pokemon cards. One of my friends actually got me back into it because I haven't been into it. Like, I wasn't really into it as a kid, but now I've really got into Pokemon cards. And it's like, I thought I might as well bring my hobby into my streaming to show people like what I do off stream.
Yep.
I thought, why don't I integrate Pokemon some way into it? And then I've noticed like Nick is starting to do Pokemon on streams as well. I was like, this is actually becoming a big thing. Why don't I integrate it into mine as well?
I like the idea of as you find what is your best qualities is what you can bring to your own streams. Like I think that's the goal of streaming, is finding what you can do and then bringing it in there.
And it's like, as I've told you before, like with my health conditions, I'm quite limited on what I can do.
And
like recently with my streams, I've actually introduced these evil beings. And if you saw my stream earlier, my mod made me take one of these.
Mm-hmm.
And
but
it was evil.
There was no clip. Why didn't they clip it?
Because I didn't think of it. Oh, Chris, that's not the worst. That's not the worst that has happened in my channel. There's something worse that's happened to me. This was actually in another podcast. But basically someone's asking, because I explained like my hot sauce challenge.
Oh.
And someone's like, oh, how much to take a hot sauce shot? I was like, $15. And they donated $90.
So that's one.
And
that's 4 shots.
No, $15, $90.
Yeah.
That's 6. 6 shots.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah.
Have a guess what hot sauce I was having.
Which one?
Carolina Reaper.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So, yep.
2 times vomit, 1 rotten egg, and 1 booger. All at once? Is that what you had today in the beans? 2 vomit, 1 rotten egg, and 1 booger. That's
I'm
what Crit's
lucky.
saying.
Like, I haven't been that bad.
Oh, that's what Crit had when he did. Ah, I see. He's trying to wish the worst on you, is what he's trying to do.
I had the worst on me when I had 6 shots of Carolina Reaper.
But when you say a shot, are you talking like a 30 mil
Like,
shot?
It's like, it was like 10 mil shots. Because, like, with my health condition, I have to make sure I'm not having too much.
But I'll have $90 worth.
Yeah, that was definitely $90 worth. And I was like, I need to fucking increase the price of this.
Did you go all red and?
Yeah. And I don't know if the clip's there anymore at all, or someone downloaded it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would have been.
That would have been nasty. But what? So, like, could you already sort of do some stuff with spicy stuff? Like, I can't do spicy at all. Like, you.
Yeah, like, I can do some spicy stuff. Like, I'm looking at, like, because my stomach's recovering from, like, I had to do something in Christchurch. I ate something really bad there, and I have to wait for that to settle before I can do hot sauce again.
Okay. Was it seafood related?
Yep. Yep.
You know, when you have like bad indigestion, stay away from seafood. It's just the easiest way you can always be. You know, just stay all the way away from seafood. Onions are too spicy for Vimesy. Shut up randomly. I ate 2 mouthfuls, alright? That was fucking better than I expected.
I think someone actually has made a video when I was on my laptop. I can't find it. They made a video of like when I was doing the Creation Derby.
Yep.
And the group of people I normally hang out with, this was before I even joined the GPU. They literally spammed the donations, so I had to have hot sauce after hot sauce after hot sauce. And that was like the Chipotle Carolina Reaper, so it was a little bit cooler. Now I've gone to full Carolina Reaper. Yeah.
Wow. See, that's crazy. That's crazy,
and
actually.
You see why Dean and Delta Ross tell me to be careful?
Well, how did you sort of come to be in their orbit? Like, what's been your Twitch journey?
Like, it was mostly like, to be honest, I don't even know where it was like Minecraft where I started.
Yep.
And I was like, alright, Minecraft's just gonna be my main game, etc. But now, so I've tried different games, I've tried streaming different games. I did Creation Derby, which is actually on Steam now. It's not a privatized game. Yep. And now, like, since I've got the PC, I'm journaling into more games, going to more variety streaming. So, but now I've decided, like, I'll play one main game per week. And then I have community games where people in the community can join.
Yep.
Like, as you saw today, I was playing Hollow Knight.
Yes.
Yeah. The last boss was a bitch. I just gave up. I was like, nope, I already beat 3 bosses today. I need to stop it there.
You could have kept going. You could have let out some of that Vimesy rage.
No. I was like, nah. That's enough.
Hey, what am I?
And Matson.
Now, I laughed because you said...
I actually have a clip for you from earlier today.
I laughed because you're saying about Minecraft, and then recently streamed categories: Just Chatting, Hollow Knight, Marbles, Dead by Daylight, Rainbow Six, Rocket League. Nothing to do with Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be leaving Minecraft for a charity stream.
Yep.
Like charity stream option where people donate and they can literally make me drop anything of my resources, my weapons.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And I'll do the
In
same
lava?
with Fortnite as well. Yep, in lava. I'll have to create a lava pit.
Jump in lava.
Yeah. That's a clip from earlier today.
I'm sorry, when you asked me if I'd come play Dead by Daylight, unfortunately I was at work and I didn't have time to come play, so I'm very sorry.
That was after that.
I
don't know.
I think now we need to get you in on a Wicked Wednesday playing Dead by Daylight.
Loving Dead by Daylight now. Except for that.
No.
Except for that. That
Hands off,
literally
Michael.
scared me. If you've played with me before, you know I hate fucking Michael.
I don't know.
But it's like he's only just there in the corner too. Like you don't even really see him. You just sort of like. It would have been awesome if he had looped around and got you as you come back.
Yeah.
just standing there.
He chased me for ages
No.
after that.
I laugh because
Hands off,
with
Michael.
when you scream like no, you sound like you're about to pee yourself to like a little
Yeah.
like no.
Yeah, it's like that was just like people were just laughing at that. Like someone actually lurked just before then because they didn't like the heartbeat. They heard me scream and were like, "Okay, something's happening. I gotta watch."
So what is it about Michael that you don't like? Oh, thank you for that lurk, Jabberwocky.
It's like I don't know. Michael just creeps me out. I was never one for horror movies when I was a kid. Like
I did
anything
well.
horror.
I tried to get it fingers. You
I would literally shit myself. This past year, with my community, with you guys, you were pushing me to actually stop that fear of horror and actually jump into horror games.
Well,
as you saw, like last year, I played Alien Isolation.
Oh yes.
And I played Outlast as well. There's actually a clip of me doing something in Alien Isolation that Breaker was not impressed with.
Well, for Breaker to be upset, what did you do? What did you do?
You'll laugh at this. Now you see why he would have been upset at me.
Yeah, let me just...
No, Heather, shush about that. Shush. Shush.
Ooh.
I'm afraid that he's gonna come out now.
My swan, this is on Xbox.
I fucking called it.
Uh-oh. Is that because you're just hiding?
I'm afraid that he's
Yeah,
gonna come
and
out
I
now.
said the xenomorph was gonna appear.
Yep.
And it fucking appeared. And he was
I
like,
fucking
"Lord, you
called
should have
it."
kept your mouth shut."
Well, but... So is this game actually that scary? Because...
Like at the start, it was the alien's actually more scary than anything else.
Because I've seen it like played, and like it looks like there are, there's like some tilting moments where but like it feels like this should be a VR game only.
Yeah, and there is a funny clip of Alien Isolation that people loved.
Oh yes, when you roasted the yes.
Yep. I don't think people in GPU actually watched it.
Yeah, no, because you put it in. Did you give it? You didn't send it straight to me.
Yeah.
You sent. I'm sure you sent it to the I love the size of it. I like how actually big they made it. Like
And thing is, I can't believe they actually looked at me and he went into the room.
Well, you know.
Piss off.
I just love you like, piss off.
Yeah. Someone in my community called like Sparty, he was like, I should download it and like put hey motherfucker right before I shoot it.
Yeah, well, actually, you know what? With your graphic skills, you could do like some awesome stuff with your clips. You could like remod them, you know, put like boss glasses on and all that sort of stuff, you know. So are you making like YouTube series or anything like that?
I did with Minecraft, but I'm looking at something else now because the Minecraft server I was making videos on has actually shut down. It's like shutting down in April, so I don't have that like thing anymore.
Yeah.
But I was looking at changing what I do for a long time, and I'm just stuck at where I'm wanting to go.
Well, I mean, like, you know, GPU is a place where if you've got ideas or you've got stuff that you want to try, that, you know, we're here to also, you know, bounce ideas off. And I mean, there are some amazing, not just amazing streamers, but just amazing people around who love to do this sort of stuff where they help and, you know, continue to, you know, show people, you know, what's possible. Like Rama, she is amazing.
Yeah. So do you want to know what Heather means by Phasma on Saturday night?
Oh yeah. I was in the middle of the D&D stream, so I couldn't see it.
So this was actually on my last game. So before then, we sent She-Evil in by herself because she literally did not went in the previous round. She only went in a little bit. It was just. It was like Flamin' Scott, Scar, and I that went into the asylum by ourselves to deal with the ghost. She-Evil was just stuck in a truck, ostriched into the corner. Like literally, her head went through into the corner. And in the prison, where like Flamin' Scott had to do it by himself, the ghost literally would not react to Flamin', and the last task we had to do was stop a hunt with a crucifix. And because I hadn't died yet, for like, that I had to be bait, I agreed.
Yep.
I pissed it off to the point it started hunting. All you hear is, Kenneth, you son of a, and nothing. As I died. Like I had to piss it off to see if it would go for me for the crucifix job.
Yep.
And then I get back to the truck and see the crucifix job had already been done. I was so pissed.
Randomly says it was so funny. Oh, that's funny. Like trying to do a task that was already done, and then dying during it. That's unlucky.
Yeah. No, I know why Flamin' Scott did it, so all of us had died.
I've watched
at some point.
Scott play a little bit of Phasmophobia, and I love his non-caring, like just nonchalance. Just walks in, just tries to get everyone killed. It's just funny.
Yeah, like I'd rather you die, but I'm not gonna die.
Now, randomly Heather, Rama, thank you so much for gifting that sub. That's how often randomly Heather does subs, is that like you're like instantly randomly Heather must be it's Rama. Rama has subbed yet again for 2 months. 2 months in a row. That's okay, so 1 more month and then we're at the trimester. Like to get to 9 months to get the Twitch baby happening. That's what I always love,
Yeah.
the 9-month subscription
I
in a
still
row.
haven't gotten that, and I've been on Twitch for 18 months now, I think.
Yeah, you need a Twitch baby.
2 years. 2 years. I've been on Twitch for 2 years.
Okay. But I guess Twitch itself, and you would know this from the length of time, it had its place and that sort of stuff, but it wasn't really till COVID that it really took off. Till people were like, what else is out there that we could watch?
And I've noticed since COVID, my numbers have gone up. I'm having more more people show up.
Yep.
And but honestly, here in New Zealand, you hear the news on how New Zealand's going great, but I just want to say it is starting to turn to shit again, because people aren't caring. People aren't being protective. They aren't doing what we're supposed to do.
Yep.
And so, with me, with my lower immunity, I'm staying home whenever I can.
Which is the best choice. That's the thing. It's the same in, say, Victoria right now. We went through a really big lockdown. We had lots of issues. A lot of people had, a lot of sort of mental health issues from being trapped in, saying they're being trapped in their house. But there's so much to do in your house. It's so ridiculous. They have an affinity of decisions or choices or things that they could do, and they're just oh, I'm trapped. I want to go out. Yeah, but that's not what you can do at the moment. Is that once they relax one little thing, whether it relax a park or going visiting the park or exercising less for an hour, or at the moment it's you don't have to wear your masks in the office. Now everyone's just not doing the social distancing. It's in their mind. They're oh well, if they've taken back this one action, every other action should be fine.
Yeah, literally, I had someone. I actually live, since I'm in the city centre, I live near a mall, so I wear a mask whenever I go out because I can't risk getting sick.
Yep.
And I had someone approach me saying that I need to take my mask off because she didn't feel safe and that it wasn't needed. I told her it wasn't for her protection, it was for my protection. And if she didn't like it, she could get security.
That's stupid.
I've just had enough of people saying that I don't need it and they don't know the reasons.
Yeah. That's weird though. I feel if you're wearing a mask, I don't feel safe. That's kind of a really weird.
Because I could kind of see in her thoughts why am I in town if why am I wearing a mask when I'm not sick? I might have been sick, and she don't want to get sick from me.
Yeah. Look, I appreciate that. That makes I do appreciate that, but it's still a weird way to ask someone to take their mask off. When again you were doing it for your own health, but it's just one of those crazy things.
On my door downstairs, because I'm actually on the top floor, we've actually got a sign if anyone's sick, even if they don't have COVID symptoms, they have to stay away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I can get sick very quickly.
And it can be transmitted and it's not just COVID's not the one that you want to be, but it could also just be anything. Thank you, Jesse Knox. It could just be anything that's going to get you sick. It only has to be, just a cold or.
Literally, when I go to hospital for pain to get my pain managed, I end up coming back sick. Yeah. And I keep telling people because I keep saying oh no, you don't get sick from being in hospital, because they've been to hospital and they haven't gone sick. It's yeah, but you have a healthy immune system.
Yeah.
I don't.
So you've got your studies and you've got your channel, and now you have your new PC, which is awesome.
Yeah.
How are you finding having a new PC and the easiness of streaming now?
Oh, it's so I actually watched my stream back today just to make sure if there are any issues, and I just couldn't believe the quality of it. Because when I did my last laptop stream, I tried playing Dead by Daylight on it for killer rounds, and it was literally unplayable. Yeah. Because I had so much lag. And now it's like I have no trouble with any game I run. I've played Overwatch, Dead by Daylight, a lot of different games, and I've had no issues with it so far.
Yep.
Yeah. And I still need... One thing I need to put is my PC specs up.
Yes. I would love to see the PC specs in your about section.
Yeah.
But like... I know this for myself. You know, when you upgrade your PC, you're just like, what game am I gonna use to test this, or what game can I now play that I couldn't play before? What game are you looking forward to playing the most that you couldn't play on your old PC?
I actually have to look at my Steam list.
Because
like one game I'm actually looking forward to playing is Rust.
Ooh.
I actually have that in my list. And is it downloaded? Yes, it is downloaded.
You know what? You say that. I was watching someone the other day who was playing Rust and put a shout out like, anyone who wants to play Rust, come join me because I don't have anyone to play with. I'm just trying to think of who I was watching.
Yeah, I actually have a New Zealand streamer who is actually making a New Zealand server for people to join.
Ooh.
Yeah. So...
A person who's also worth talking to is Reflex, who's a friend. He plays Rust as well. He plays online.
Is he a New Zealander?
Yes.
I met him yesterday.
He's kind of large, beard, short hair. You met him yesterday. Where'd you meet him?
Streaming on GOA.
Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, yeah. He plays Rust. And being a New Zealander as well would be... Because I normally play Tarkov with him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was playing Visage yesterday.
Ooh. Hang on Dota.
I warned him. Visage is a mind fuck.
What, on Dota 2? Or on Dota Overlord?
No, Visage.
Oh, the game.
It's a horror game.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of
mind
Visage as in the character in Dota.
No. It's a horror game.
You know,
it's a very messed
apples
up
and
horror
oranges. Apples and oranges we were talking about.
Yeah. And he didn't like me pointing out as a mindfuck. He just got scared.
Just like the comment of, it's not going to get better.
Yeah.
Actually,
I know you guys would do that to me when I stream horror games on my PC.
Actually, I was thinking, did you see Crit in the horror game he was playing on Friday?
I'm trying to remember which horror game that was. I just had a lot go on since then, like with having to take the PC back to get the SSD sorted.
Oh yeah, what happened with that?
So I thought the SSD was being like, it was actually working and being like found on the PC itself, and the hard drive faulted. It was the other way around, but SSD actually faulted.
Yep.
So like it wasn't being picked up. The BIOS was picking it up.
Yep.
Windows wasn't picking it up. They took it out of my PC and they plugged it into their test build.
Yep.
And it wasn't showing up. They're like,
okay.
yeah, it somehow faulted.
You know,
and they don't know how.
Well, a bad RAM chip can do that. You know, like Song of Horror was what Crit was playing. You should have a look at that.
Yeah.
You should play that. I believe it was terrifying enough for Crit that it would probably suit you perfectly.
See me with horror game. Like, Outlast didn't really affect me at all.
What about 13th of... no, is it... Yeah, the 13th of...
Friday the 13th.
Have you played that? Because you like...
no, I've heard
Mike
about
Myers.
it. Remember Chris Pro Tip?
Yeah, that's right. Remember Chris Pro Tip. Don't open the door where the bad guy is.
I know you guys. I should probably not mention this, but I probably should. There's a certain alert in my stream that can scare the frickin' crap out of me. It's the alert you use to scare Daldaros all the time.
No.
Yeah.
But you haven't put the command out though, have you?
No, it's not the command. It's a natural alert of mine. And I don't have OBS open, so don't you dare try, Vimesy.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not trying anything.
I see your smile about you trying to do something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm logging into Gmail now just to make sure.
Nope, no idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. What's the future right now? What are you looking at? You know, you've got your stream, you've got your new PC, you've got this group of people who love to enjoy you, and all of this these skills now. What's your sort of growth pattern, do you think, or your next moves?
Like for me, I'm actually because I've actually talked to this about in the community about this a lot. I've sent this idea to Daldaros and Breaker, and they like it. I'm actually looking at releasing my own project out there on for people with disabilities or people who want to know more about disabilities, and the resources available to them.
So I don't know if you know, obviously, my son has autism.
Yeah, I have high functioning autism.
And I'm hoping that as his brain matures and as he keeps moving on, much in the same way that you are, just continues to benefit from a society where instead of it used to shutting people out, includes people more.
Yeah, I just want to say it's while I was growing up, it was hard, even at school, having autism. Because, I just want to say, kids are cruel. They are very, very cruel. If you're slightly different. Yep. So I'm looking at my bathroom door, which is right beside me, is full of information about disabilities. My wall is going to be full with information, and I'm hoping to release that at the end of this year, my information and what's going on about it, and getting some funding behind me for that. Awesome.
And who do you get the funding from?
I'm going to disability services, autism, NZ. I'm going to be going to the council because there's nothing like this I've noticed in the community.
Yep.
So it's I'm hoping to get that to help.
I really like that idea because that's and again, just where society is now to where it was 10, 15 years ago, of an inclusion, not a exclusion.
As I told you guys, I have verbal dyspraxia. So, if I say something wrong, don't correct me. Let me figure it out.
Oh, I do too. That's why I get all my words mixed up.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's like, I don't tell people off when they speak something wrong, because it's like, how would I feel if someone else picked up on what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that means that when I talk and I'm making no sense, I'm making complete sense to you, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's right.
I get what you're saying.
That's what we need, Nord, is that you just understand what I'm saying, understand what you're saying, and we can have
and we can translate for each other.
But look, you know what? I haven't had you on the Vimesy Show before, so this was absolutely awesome, because not only that, I got you to say that the all-black jersey was shit.
No.
Oh, so good.
Hey,
that
it's not
clip
worse.
is going to be one of my favorites.
I could have seen something worse. I'm not saying it now.
All right. That clip is going to go to all the New Zealanders that I know.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
I was going to get so much shit in my stream. You know that, right? And next time I go to Delta Ross's or Breaker's stream, they're just gonna laugh and say, "Why Nord?"
Well, you're definitely very much a beloved member of our community, and in the same way Randomly Heather said, I'm so glad you're back, Nord. Among Us isn't the same without Rule 1. Is that
Games are the same. I'm not being giving you guys shit.
Well, I laugh because randomly teams up with you and then dies, and then is like, "Why did I die?" Well, of course, Nord was imposter. Nord joined in one game, and the very first game that we played, you were imposter, and I ruined it. I ruined it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I tried to turn it around.
Yeah.
I really tried to turn it around. When you died, I was like, "Fucking Vimesy!"
I'm just
I was like, "Why did you fucking have to die?"
Yeah, no, I was... Well, actually, you know what? It was just an inconvenience. Out of all the people that I was going to first kill, randomly was who I was hunting for. And, because,
To blame the thing on me.
Yeah. No. Yeah, well, but not just that, but because, it's not the moment of killing her. It's the moment that she can talk after the game, and she's like, "Thanks a lot for fucking killing me." And we're like, "Yeah, I'm going to do that again."
And then she'll put all the blame on you. Because I was deliberately trying to avoid killing Heather. Because I knew people would remember that I go after Heather all the time.
Oh, you know what, though? If you don't go after her, she does amazing job of playing third imposter.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't going for her.
She plays third imposter perfectly.
And then what happened, I can't remember where it was. Can't remember where it was. We were playing Among Us. I think Heather was there. I said that someone was the imposter. I was in Daldaros' street. I said someone was an imposter. And yet Daldaros was like, "Nah, real one." And then they lost.
Yep.
To them, and Daldaros was like, "Fuck." Because it's the one time I told the truth and they didn't believe me.
And that's what happens when you play Rule 1. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You just drop the... That's what happens when you play Rule 1.
Oh, I've tried that and they're like, "Nah." And here's the percentage. There's a 95% success rate. Because I'm always lucky. I just saw randomly hear this.
She's so mad she can't even type on her keyboard. Shut the fuck you. What? Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And speaking with the PC, my next upgrade, this is actually recommended by Nick. Upgrade my mic.
Yes, I heard you talking to Mike about that earlier.
Yeah. Because I got the Blue Snowball and it picks up my keyboard all the time, no matter what. I was like, "Oh, get a mic arm. It will be a lot better for it." And Nick just said, "Upgrade my mic."
Well, that's the same. Normally before I was using my cordless mic here, I now use the boom mic because my voice coming through is just infinitely clearer. It's a lot easier. I agree with what he said, how it's a much better, but looking at when you're getting mics and stuff, just make sure that you're shopping around for your your best deals.
So during sound fundamentals, I can actually ask the sound tutors the best advice of which mics to get.
Well, you should do what Nick does too. As you make as you do new items, unbox them unbox them. In stream.
Really, I couldn't do this with a PC because my parents brought it when I was in Christchurch.
Yep.
So they got PB Tech to build it for me. So it was all set up, all ready to go. I just needed to install Windows on it.
Yep.
Yeah. And literally PB Tech was like, "Oh, we have to charge you $35 because it's probably it's a software issue." When I said no, it's a faulty hard drive. And I was right.
And you're like,
So
it's right. Give me my
Yep.
Give me my hard drive and don't take my money.
Oh, and so what they did, they literally gave me a better SSD that was cheaper. So I've got to store credits.
Oh, nice.
So this chair I'm sitting on.
Yep.
It's actually not assembled properly. So one of the screws at the bottom is not threaded at all. Like, it's not even screwed at all. Like, it's not even being drilled.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Oh, it's a one-day sale, so it's like for cheap stuff.
Yep.
So I am looking at replacing this when I can.
Well, I need to replace my chair. My chair is getting severely uncomfortable, and I've just been dragging my heels on it like I normally do. I've got the mad procrastination skills.
Yeah. You haven't actually asked me how my trip was in Christchurch.
How was your trip in Christchurch?
It was actually good. I met up with some New Zealand streamers down there, and my sister's trying to convince me to move down.
And are you going to move to Christchurch?
No. Nope. Their internet is shit.
Hang on.
Literally 0.5 upload.
It's a tiny little place. How can you have shit internet at one end and normal internet at the other?
North Island just has better connectivity. So I've actually told people I am not moving from here until like I get a better when I can actually work properly full time, so I can get a 2-bedroom unit.
Yep.
So then, like, literally, as you see, my bed's right beside me.
No, I love where you're at, because, like, I'm the same. Like, I need a minimal space, but, you know, with a family, you know, I'm like,
yeah,
y'all can go down the other end of the house. That's why I need a bigger house, so I can send them all down the other end of the house. But if it wasn't, you know, like, if it wasn't for my family, I'd be like one of those Jayco cabins. Like, I'd be like, yeah, give me a Jayco cabin. It's all right. As long as I've got a bed, a spot for a PC, and, you know, a toilet, I'm good. Like, I'm good.
Basically, what I have is an ensuite unit.
Yeah. And that's perfect. That's what I like. I like that sort of live style.
Yeah. Oh, one question I've had since I've got the PC and actually announced it for like, are you selling your Xbox? It's like, no. No.
Have you got a capture card for it though now?
No, that's one thing I'm going to have to get when I get the payout from Twitch.
Yep.
Is a capture card.
Nice.
So then I could probably bring my Xbox over here and sell the TV. Because as you know, I've got 2 TVs, one there, one there.
Yeah, that means you can watch the All Blacks lose on both screens.
Oh, cute. All Blacks are superior to Australia.
Whatever. The dreams of New Zealanders.
Ugh. Hey, did you hear what happened with the cricket recently?
The New Zealand cricket? No.
New Zealand, the Black Cats won.
Yeah.
Against, I can't remember who they were playing.
Well, it wasn't India. I think it might have been South Africa. I'd have to have a look. Oh, actually, that reminds me.
I'm looking now, like...
So, get this right. Hasbro is in the process of developing a TV series based on the fantasy tabletop role-playing game Dungeons and Dragons. They have tapped the creator and writer of the action-heavy John Wick franchise, Derek Kolstad, to write and pitch the show. Dungeons and Dragons has been around since 1974, but it's experienced something of a renaissance? I don't know, some stupid word. With sales rising, 20%. Between the portrayals of the popular show, the Stranger Things, and the live streams like Critical Role. Now, this is the thing. every time someone's done something with D&D, they've fucked it. And I like the idea of what they're talking about, but I don't know. I am super reserved. There is zero fucking hype from me. The director has shown that he can do stuff, but as in, like, do I think that someone can do a proper D&D? Like, they're doing a series, which is important. A movie would have sucked again.
Yeah.
But a series means that they can actually have some character development, which is important. But if you look at Cursed or a bunch of other, styles of these games, what I would hate to see, and this is where I think this is super fundamental in the creation of the series, they have to have some people playing the game. Like, have a dungeon master, have a table of people playing, and then that's where they go into the TV series.
What they've done with the Jumanji movie. Like, even though it's a board game, they turn it into a video game and have the same actions.
Yes.
Kind of.
But like, I mean, if you don't connect with the players at the table, you're not going to connect with the players in the game. So I'm really contentious. I read it today. It was announced today that he's going to do the pitch, but I don't feel like that they might do it right.
But one thing people have actually asked me, people have asked me if I actually wanted to get into D&D, and it's one thing I am considering. But sadly, the D&D groups I've looked around where I live are shit. They basically don't want females joining.
Well, that's not cool. But at the same time,
thing is, I have you guys, I have Dow.
I've seen tables where female gamers have come in and they've wrecked tables, but I've also seen plenty of guys wreck just as many tables. So really, my thing is never sexist. It's more about, like, okay, if this person can play and is going to play and never take anything serious because it's just a game of fun and character development and character, then cool. But if they're not gonna, then a Magic the Gathering show, no.
I can't. Dell actually said, like, what character I'll suit best with my personality. I can't remember what he said I'll suit best.
Well, I mean, I suppose it would be a rogue because you stab everyone in the back. I mean, whoa! Well, I don't know where that came from.
Wow.
I don't know where that came from. Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
I found out the match. It was Black Cats versus Pakistan.
Oh, there you go.
And it's going to be Black Cats versus Australia in 4 days.
Nord, I feel like you and me.
Next month.
Yeah, it's not. It can't be in 4 days because they're just doing the test now. Yeah. But I'm thinking you, me, watching the cricket, and I can just.
Oh, there's gonna be a bloodbath.
I can just shit on you. Actually, as you say that, me and Crit, our next 1v1 game is actually going to be Cricket 19 on the Xbox.
Oh.
So,
we gotta have a multiplayer game between, like, us, Crit, Dow. Because I can now actually play Destiny 2.
Oh, there you go. But Baby Bear, there's a Destiny 2 player there if you ever want.
I know. I already told Baby Bear. I've already told Baby Bear to name the day.
And of course, I 1v1 with Dow Z, which I did and murdered him. He keeps complaining about a ping issue, right? Like, but I'm just saying, hunters are weak. And Titans are the best, and that hunters should learn their place, which is at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, I'm a hunter.
Yep.
I hate to admit it. I'm a hunter.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
But thing is, I've not played Destiny 2 in months, so I'm actually lost at the moment. Because of like all the new updates, I'm lost. I'm like, where the fuck do I go?
Look, you need a guide.
Yeah, like I've done the introduction side of it, like of the new thing that's come out.
Yep.
I've done that, and I don't know where to go from there.
That's all right. You'll have plenty of time to explore that. Now, unfortunately, Nord, we are out of time. It is time to shuffle along, and we're going to have Rama, and we're going to be talking about some really fun stuff. Animated would be better than not animated. Just another Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Duel. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for being here. I'm so looking forward. If someone could please shout out Nord in the chat, please, that would be awesome. Thank you again. I look forward to playing with you on Silly Shirt Sundays and basically just talking to you in chat anytime, Nord. And obviously seeing your streams.
I might be streaming tomorrow night if you're keen for a game.
Hey, look, I could be around.
It just depends on what happens with my doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Yep. No, look. But I'm really glad your new setup's working perfectly.
Yeah. I still gotta change some shit, but that'll work.
Well, thank you again for joining us, and have a great night.
Alright, I'll stay around and talk in the chat. Talk shit, basically.
And we strongly advise it.
But thank you for having me on GPU.
You're very welcome, Nord. Thank you for coming along.
No problem.
Hey, Rama.
Hello, Vimesy.
I need.
How are you?
I need 2 seconds to go get a drink of water because my mouth is quite parched. I will be back in 1 second.
That is all good.
Oh, sorry. Rama! That scared you, didn't it? You didn't see me come back. Welcome in. Everyone, lots of love for Rama, who is our events coordinator for GPU. Also, a beloved member of the community. What else can I say nice about you? Sister of our head mod teddy bear.
The better sibling.
The better sibling.
Throw shade, sorry, brother.
Just start throwing shade at me, till he comes on the Vimesy Show and counter arguments.
To walk in the door. Waiting for him to walk in the door behind me and be like, "What you say?"
Hey, look, you know what? It just, Look, there's a sibling who, you ask and they say no, and then you have the sibling who you ask and they say yes, and clearly yes is better than no, so Rama's already on the better side. How are you, Rama?
Yeah, I'm well. I'm good.
How was your day?
I had work, so workish. Yeah, just another day, some more money coming in. That's all that matters.
How now? We obviously get a chance to talk offline on a fair bit when you come and hang in the general chat in the Discord and that sort of stuff.
Yes.
Rama is therefore better than Teddy. Exactly.
Yeah, I just read that too. Thanks, Heather.
Teddy doesn't suck randomly.
Doesn't
Jesus, she just like escalates. She just wants to see a fight. She just wants to see like the Vimesy Show first sibling fight on stream. Just fight. Your partner recently changed jobs and that sort of stuff. How has all that transition stuff been going for you?
At all. Like, it hasn't affected me really. It's the same job that he's doing. It's just at a different place, if that makes sense. Like, it's still under the same company, same kind of thing, but it's just at a different dealership. So.
Yeah, look, things change, but normally when you get into a better position, as you know, and as we talked about, you can get to
higher places.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff, yeah. Yeah, so he doesn't start until next week. He'll start on the Monday, so... Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So have you guys had a holiday together a little bit? Since,
no, we haven't. Unfortunately, because of COVID and everything, we're actually going to plan on taking him down to Tassie, because he loves Tassie.
Yep.
So I was going to surprise him for his birthday, then COVID hit, so we couldn't really go anywhere. But we did plan on going to Fiji next year, because my friend was meant to be getting married in 2022. Oh no, it was this year. She was meant to be getting married in Fiji. And then, again, COVID hit, so couldn't do that. Yeah, so it's just, we haven't been able to go away yet together. Just because I don't really get time off, ever. Like, I get the weekends and that's about it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because working in customer service and, like, working with food, you don't really get all the time.
Hospitality is one of the most brutal jobs that you can have.
Oh, yeah.
Now...
Just smile at people. Isn't that fun?
Just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave.
Yeah.
Next week, there is a plan, potentially, of doing a Vanilla stream. With yourself and Jabberwocky doing the Vimesy up in some lovely makeup and a wig.
Wig. Your wife's doing your nails.
Yep. and a nice
Gonna
dress.
Have a dress. The whole shebang, whole 9 mile.
How excited are you for this?
I have part of my tools, and I've had these since before Christmas. All we've got to buy is the glue stick and your foundation, and that's it. And we've got everything else. Like Jabber and I combined, like with our makeup, we have everything.
Nice. It's going to look. I am looking forward to the fun of doing it. I'm not looking forward to the fun of like washing it all off.
It won't take that long. Like, we'll give you the correct stuff to take the makeup off. Trust us. Like, it won't be, won't be like, yes, here's a towel, go for it. It'll be like, here's some makeup cloths and here's some makeup remover. Use this. Don't scrub your face, because it's gonna make you go red.
Well, look, I think that when you do anything like this, you're meant to have the fun of what you do. And I am looking forward to it because, you know, we did get donation goals. We did make up some, you know, really cool things. I do look forward to, you know, having the fun of messing around.
Yeah.
And I think that when I, like, how excited you and Jabberwocky were when I said, oh, like, who's gonna, and you were just in the chat like, we'll do it, it's okay, we've got this, we'll do all your makeup for you. I was more actually inclined to do it because of that.
Yeah. We've been trying to get, like, Mutt and, like, Teddy to let us do makeup on them for years. I'm like, my partner has let me put makeup on him. He won't like me saying that, but I've put makeup on him once. And he hated it with a passion, don't get me wrong. But he just... I'm like, you just have to close your eyes and lie on the bed. Shut up. Like, you can listen to your music or whatever. And he just laid there. He's like, yeah, I'm chilling. Like,
look,
he just...
I've let the wife paint my nails a couple of times because I'll be just sitting on the couch and she'll be painting her nails and, like, I'm rubbing her leg and then she grabs my hand and I'm like, oh yeah, and then next thing my nails are getting painted and I'm like, it's okay, babe, you can paint my nails.
Yeah. Like, so many people are like, that's not masculine. Yes. If fucking Vimesy wants painted nails, Vimesy's gonna have painted nails.
That's right. Or if Vimesy's too lazy to pull his hand away, he's going to have painted nails. I believe when I had like a major knee reconstruction where they replaced my meniscus and my ACL. So you're not allowed to bend your leg for 6 weeks because otherwise you'll tear the meniscus apart. And so I'm laying there and I've got like all of my leg all strapped up and I'm in hospital. And then I look down, and my toenails, because I couldn't stop her from painting them...
Hot pink!
She painted my toenails hot pink. So, like, if I'm ever... be as feminine as you want, Vimesy. If I'm, like, in any sort of castrated area where I was, like, say like, I was, like, in one of those body casts, I think that I would just be continuously, like... I'm just like a makeup doll for her.
And Mum, we are going to get you one day. Jabber and I will get you.
I think you could. You know what it should be though with Mutt. It could be like a charity point redemption, like a community point redemption.
Well, you know about the Among Toe.
Yep.
The whole reason that started was because I was like, I'll give you, was it $50 or $100 if you put that as your profile picture on Twitch for 1 month, one continuous month. And Heather, randomly Heather, I fucking love that woman, literally just comes in, I'll double it. Like, he wasn't gonna do it, but then when Heather goes, I'll double it, he's just like,
well, I can't say no to that, can you?
Yeah, yeah. So, I think it's one more stream left that he's got to do with it on. And then you'll get the $100 from me, so...
Nice. I think that all that sort of stuff's fun in the community and that sort of stuff. And that's what we've, been doing to, promote each other, is to... like as a community, we work together, we promote each other, that sort of stuff, which is part of why we wanted you to be that events coordinator. It was suggested, hey, Rama likes doing all this stuff. What do you think about her being in this position? What's that sort of been like in the way it's going?
To like different events down here in Melbourne. And like Victoria in particular, just because for me it's easier to try and figure out stuff down here. So I've been looking into when PAX is coming out to Australia and when that's all going to be. Unfortunately, I still don't have dates. I'm still waiting on dates, getting annoyed with PAX about it. But then, like having kind of like the meetups and everything, like doing things that aren't just PAX, like in different states as well, getting like someone that lives in each state, or if say they live in a different country and stuff like that, finding like people that can get the community of GPU together, and we can do like a sorry, I'm just reading Jabba.
She's so excited.
She's always excited. Well, I've known Jabba a long time. I've known her since high school, so since before high school actually.
And
but
was she as troublesome then as she is now?
Give or take. Sometimes. she's sometimes a bit troublesome.
No, she
all
thinks
the time.
Always.
She's got a heart of gold, that girl, though. She's definitely got a heart of gold.
Well, you have to have a heart of gold to, deal with Mutt day in and day out. Like, just goddamn poms.
He is such a sweetheart, though, I must admit. And he's going to hate me for saying that. But he really is. Like, because we all know each other, and I've known...
That's right, Grunty.
Known Jabba since before high school, because she was friends with Teddy and my middle brother.
Yep.
And we met her through there, and, we've just stayed friends, But, yeah.
I think, that's where, Big Al and Tricky D have been, I went to high school with them and, had that friendship for so long. What's it feel like when you're kind of oh, how long have we been, and you're like, oh shit, we've been friends for nearly 2 decades.
Yeah, so, one of my best friends, I've actually been friends with him for 2 decades. It'll be 2 decades soon.
Yeah.
And, that's basically my entire life. I've known him since kinder. And I'm turning 23 next month, so...
Wow, that's a long friendship.
Yeah, and, we actually had a pact together. If we're both single, no relationship or anything...
Hang on, you gone? We've lost the audio. Fiddle with the cable. Yeah, we've lost the audio.
You've lost me completely?
There we go, that's better. Now you're there.
Oh, it could be my sound suppression. Hang on, let me figure out what I'm doing. Just have my hands in front of my
camera. It just went, if we made a pact.
Yeah, so hopefully that's better.
That is much better.
Is that any better at all? Yeah, so we made a pact that if by the time we get to 35, or it was 34 or something, that we're not in a committed relationship or anything, we would get married.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 22. He's a year older than me. We're both in committed relationships. And I'm like, you're still my best friend anyway.
Hey, you know what? It's not GPU. Don't you be blaming GPU randomly.
Yeah, that would.
Hang on. Let me say it the way I'm supposed to. That's not my... randomly. How about?
God damn it, Vimesy. Your beard's also getting long, my friend.
Oh man,
we're gonna have to trim that.
The sides getting all gruffy. It's sticking out a little bit. I'm I've got to comb it a bit more. I wash it most nights. And then I have to comb it through.
Ask Spicy about the beard straightener. Because Spicy has a beard straightener. We're talking good stuff about you, Mark.
Yeah, good. Absolutely. We're talking absolutely good stuff about you. What didn't you do, Mutt? See,
what
exactly.
Didn't you do?
Night's on top of it.
He didn't get Jabba a drink.
Now, you've got some you've got some really exciting news. You're going to get a PC real soon.
Yes. So one of my friends down here in Melbourne, he owned I guess you could say like a LAN party kind of like gaming store, if that makes sense.
Yep. Internet cafe.
Yeah, but he also had not just computers, he had Switches, he had Xboxes, he had PlayStations, he had old school like games too, like he had a Nintendo 64, he had a PlayStation 1, he had like older things as well, like older consoles.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately he has closed because of COVID. He's not actually bringing any traction in.
Yep.
So, like, because a lot of people, you know, because of COVID, are staying home and everything. So he's selling everything to get some money back and pay off anything that he needs to pay off. So he's actually offered a PC to me. So, yeah, I've kind of taken him up on that, and I should have that by the end of February.
So, like, once you get this PC and once you can start actually playing games, is this going to make you better at Among Us?
To be honest, Among Us on the computer is actually harder than on the phone, because I've played it on the computer as well.
What? No, it's not. It's easier on the computer.
For me, it is, though, but, like, because I've always played Among Us on my phone.
Yep.
So, like, card swipe, it took me about 7 attempts on the PC. Phone, 1. Like, it doesn't like me. Why am I lying? Lies.
Now, are
like,
you... Go on.
When you get used to playing it on the phone, it's a lot easier than it seems. And going to, like, a different thing, it's a lot harder. Like, jumping from, say, PC to phone. Like, it'd be hard. As the same way as going the other way. Like,
True.
Everybody is so used to playing it on the PC, so...
It's way easier to hack a phone than a PC. Thanks, Grunty.
I've hacked into your phone. I've hacked into your phone, Grunty. Shush, you're not meant to know.
Well, that's all right, because all you'll find is videos of him and Lycan, so it's okay.
Yeah. No, it's videos and photos.
What? Okay, other than Among Us, what else are you looking forward to playing on your new PC?
So I've been... I've been into Stardew Valley. Like, Kasha Baby, who's another streamer that I've met through Jessie Knox, started playing Stardew Valley the other day on her stream, and it got me hooked. So I've been playing it with the guy who owns the place.
Yep.
And yeah.
And the multiplayer in it is awesome now.
Yeah, because they've finally done it. It's not just on Steam as well. It's also across, like, different platforms, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, it's cross-platform.
Yeah. So, like, if someone has, say, Stardew Valley on the Switch, because you can get it on the Switch, you just tell them the invite code, and they can put that in, and they can play as well.
I play Stardew Valley multiplayer with my daughter.
Yeah. It's good.
I think you've had the pleasure of playing with too. I think you've had the pleasure of playing with Lily.
Yes, she played Among Us with us, and then you got her voted out. Or you said something to your daughter, and then Bunch was like, I don't like how Vimesy's talking to her. Vote Vimesy out. And then you were an actual imposter.
I know. Look,
that I think was the best thing.
I think that a lot of the times that, you know, bullshit happens to me all the time in that game. And I gave Mark a perfect opportunity the other day to play third imposter, and he didn't do it. Like, he was like, I lined it up perfect for him to just go, no, Vimesy didn't vent. I don't know what you're talking about. And it would have been amazing.
But this is Mutt. he can be an honest man when he needs to be.
I don't know. Have you met an honest Englishman? I mean, whoa, where did that come from?
Yeah. It may not be much, but I have.
Actually, you know what's really funny? So, for those that want to join in and have fun, Rama, who has jumped in the Discord, and everyone who jumps in the Discord and sort of chats in the after hours sort of section, I was really laughing because yesterday when Benno was talking, and he went, "Oh no." And Mutt just straight away just jumps in with, "It's okay, man. The Jets are all. I just want you to know the Jets are still on the bottom of the ladder." It was fucking funny as man. It was just he's so witty sometimes.
It's like you guys didn't realize that I was just popping my head in on Teddy's camera. Like I literally just got home from being with my partner over the weekend, and literally he's like, "You need to come out." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because people are looking for you." And I just popped my head around the corner. I'm like,
"Thank you for that follow, me,
I just went, just popped my head in, waved, and then I was out again.
Yeah, but then you came into the chat, and then you were out, and then you were in, then you were out, then you were in. Like, you were having real issues connecting to Discord the other night.
Yeah, so,
oh, Minnow, Jesus, love it. And with a sub straight away, buddy.
Yeah, I was having trouble with, like, people's cameras, and because I do have Discord on my phone, so, it's not the best, to put it nicely.
Oh, not according to you. No, the phone is the best for Among Us, but no, I don't want my PC now. No, I heard you. I heard you when you were ragging out on PCs.
I want the PC because Teddy, for a lovely Christmas present, bought me Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, which is literally my childhood. It is. You listen to it and it's the most like crap Aussie accent you can imagine. Like Americans, like they've definitely developed this game, and it's just like, what? Why are they so? Why did you not get Aussie actors for this? But yeah.
Well, probably because when they asked Chris Hemsworth, he was like, "Nah, bro, I'm busy.
Nah, man.
I'm
like
playing Thor."
I think Ty the Tasmanian Tiger was 2000 and something. Like, it was an original PlayStation 2 game that we all used to play. And I saw it, and it was on sale. And I'm just like, God damn it, I don't have a PC.
Grunty makes a good point. Have you not played Borderlands prequel? And to be fair, we are talking about her just getting a PC, Grunty, so no, she wouldn't have played Borderlands prequel.
That is rude. And yes, I have played Borderlands the pre-sequel. I played Borderlands 2, the pre-sequel, and I think I've played 1. But I played 1 after I played 2 in the pre-sequel.
So if you get a PC, does that mean that you're going to then join this collection of people and start streaming?
Not while I live at home. Just because, out of respect for Mum and Dad, my bedroom is right next to Mum and Dad's.
My bad, Grunty. My bad.
So literally, like, where that is there, which is, like, my wardrobe, literally behind that is my parents' room. So, like, if I'm in here, like, screaming and yelling at a video game late at night, it's not fair on them. Like, because my dad's a truckie, so he gets up quite early in the morning.
Yep.
So I don't want to, do that. I'll take that.
And so...
God damn it, Grunty. And the emojis.
But, like, obviously, okay, so you and your partner, you guys are looking at some point in the next year to be moving out?
So he's actually staying home for as long as he can, so he can actually buy a house.
Okay.
Later down the track, so...
So he's like Teddy, planning to move out when he can afford the house.
Yeah. Well, I don't know with him, to be honest. I don't ask questions of that kind of stuff to Teddy. So, you know, if he's probably got a plan, 100%.
Oh no, he has a plan. I just like ragging on him while he can't defend himself right now.
He's gonna walk through that door, Vines. I swear. When the moment he walks through that door, it's gonna be on you. I'm gonna be like, have the headphones. Like, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah. But like, so, but you guys would be obviously looking at the next
Bless you.
Oh God, I hate sneezing. I could feel it coming on. I was like, oh no, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Oh my God, here it is.
Context. All I have to say is context.
Yep.
If someone's just listening to the audio of that, and that's all they... Can we please get a clip of Vimesy saying that? Someone please clip that.
Better not sneeze when you're doing your wing liner.
Oh my God. Vimesy, if you sneeze while we're doing your wing liner, we have to do the entire thing again.
Look, you know what, though, right? It depends. I have a plan.
Fucking hell. Don't see that. Oofties.
Look, you know what though, and I loved this because I straight away when I was talking about doing the makeup, I was like, but you'll have to do my long lashes because I've got such long lashes, and you were like, fuck your lashes.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I think the hardest part is going to be sitting still for like that length of period. Because I'm going to be like...
This is a really random question, and please, people, don't take this out of context. What kind of
I don't know,
chair
just
are you in?
like a shitty office chair. In a shitty office chair. But, yeah, no.
Hey, Jabba, if you're still in chat, do you have any rope? We'll tie him to the chair. Because duct tape you can break easy.
You can.
We're just going to tie you to the chair.
Thank you for that clip, baby bear. Something wicked came? I don't know what you're talking about. It's coming, it's coming. It's here. You would have to tie me down. I would just be like but like I'm not used to having like, you know, my face all
touched.
Well, how are we going to do my eyebrows though?
So
oh, no
eyebrows,
way. I'll cry.
No. So we won't. From what I know is we can use glue, like just a normal glue stick. So you put the glue stick through it, brush the combs like flat. Oh. I
don't know if you can see this, right? I'm going to try and show you this, right? But my eyebrows are longer than my eyelashes.
Oh, we're gonna have to.
It's gonna have to get trimmed.
We're definitely gonna have to trim them. We're gonna have to like. Jabba can shape them. She can do that because I can't. Like, I literally go get my eyebrows done. I'm actually getting them, you know, done this week because I have a wedding on Sunday.
Yes. Not your wedding. Not your wedding.
No.
Oh, wow. I hope your partner's watching this. Jesus. No, I'm not marrying him.
We haven't even been together for 2 years yet, so.
There's no minimum requirement for marriage. You can, you know, people get drunk and get married on the same day.
Well, like, we've been together, it'll be 2 years on the 2nd of February, and we've known each other just over 2 years, because we met on...
So you met just before
online.
Your birthday?
Yes.
Because your birthday's the 4th.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, so we met in January, because we were meant to meet before Christmas, but I had family stuff come up. So then it was after that. We had our first date, second date. Funny, I actually cancelled on him because I'm a shit person. No, I'm kidding. I got extremely hungover, and it's the first time I've ever been hungover, and the only time I've ever been hungover, touch wood, that I never will again. Because that shit ain't fun.
No, I don't like being hungover either.
So,
you know what? Hungover, I don't mind.
hungover
Being
once.
sick in the morning is where I'm like...
I was very lucky I wasn't sick. I just had the pounding headache, and we were meant to go see a movie, and I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad. But yeah, this is now almost 2 years down the track, and on our anniversary, because I can speak English today, we actually have another wedding that he's part of, and I'm like, this year is just too hectic.
No,
I had 3 weddings in 2 months.
I
That's
completely agree that, like, it's, you know, when it comes to like weddings, I'm okay, and I can have like some fun, but like you can get over weddings quite quickly.
Oh yeah, like from what I understand, he's only ever been to like 2 or 3, and one of them he was in. I'm like, you don't get it. And it's just like I said to him, I'm like, when you go to a wedding with your partner, you're meant to match, like, color-wise. Like, so his tie's got to match my dress. He's like, why? And I'm like, it's just a thing. Like,
you sure he's marriage material? Like, if my wife said, your tie needs to match my dress, I'd be like, all right, let's go get a tie. Like, you know, like, you know, like, I've already surrendered my will of living by being married, and just like, you need to do this. All right.
Well, I said to him over the weekend, because we were meant to go shopping and get the tie, and we both kind of completely forgot, like, because we had other stuff planned and whatnot. And then it was just like, he was driving me home last night, and I'm like, we didn't go tie shopping. Fuck. So luckily I finished early on Thursday, so Mum and I are going to go get the tie. And
please tell me that when you said we forgot to go tie shopping, that as soon as he said that, you went, it's okay, we can mail order our bride. Bang, done.
No, I didn't, but I should have.
Right, like, I'm a terrible person, but like, you know, you gotta get those in there real quick.
Yeah, but yeah. So Mum and I are gonna do that because.
So what colour's your dress?
It is pink. Well, apricot kind of colour.
You looked over like it's sitting there.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, show us. Show us.
It won't come up the same colour on stream though.
But you could.
Where is the top? Where is the top half of this dress?
My wife loves floral patterns. She's a real floral head.
I got this dress for like $20, so I got it for a steal.
Nice.
And it's like, I've worn this dress before as well. I wore it to the last wedding that he was in 2 years ago, and I'm like, why not wear it again? So, for a $20 dress, and I'm getting 3 uses out of it.
Nice.
Because I've got my cousin's wedding as well, so that's fun. Too many weddings.
I assume you don't dress in dresses often then?
Give or take, like, I'm not...
And I'm not talking about work skirts and stuff like that, because they don't count.
I don't have a work skirt. I literally wear leggings to work. Because of working in hospitality. Like, it's just kind of like, I want something that I'm easily being able to move in. Like, because I have to wear non-slip boots. So...
Too easy, Nord.
Just comfy. But yeah, I sometimes wear dresses. It really depends on the day. Like, if it's quite hot, I will. Like, if it's over, say, like 35, I'll wear a dress.
Did you get hit by the Did you get hit by the hail You know how I put up the hail
The
video?
storm, yeah.
Yeah, did you guys get hit with that?
Really bad. We got hit with the storm. Like, we were actually out and we were basically in a warehouse that had a tin roof. Someone was sitting, like, beside me and I couldn't even hear them. Like, they were just talking normally. I could not hear them.
Oh, no, it was crazy. Like, how loud it was just
yeah,
in that video
it was bad.
actual the sound outside. That was actual sound. There was no... Like, it wasn't amplified by my phone or anything. It was actually just that loud.
Yeah.
But where you are, there's, like, a shit ton of trees. Was there, like, heaps of trees down?
Not from what I Not from what I know, like, because I was out where my partner lives, which is out towards the Lilydale area.
Still shit tons of trees.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, well, there wasn't any down near, like, his house or anything. So, like, there was some floods and whatnot. Like, Warrandyte was underwater again. But when is Warrandyte not? But yeah, other than that, like, there was nothing that we saw or anything.
One of the things that I think about when, like, you talk about, like, Lilydale or, you know, anything like that is all the trees are, like, 300 meters high. So if, like, one of them bastards come down, it just, like, takes out, like, so much, like, landscape.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it depends on where you go in Lilydale as well. Like, where he is more like built up residential area.
Yep.
Which is, it's good, but yeah.
So
there's trees, but they're not like.
Like, you kind of live near civilization, but you're more.
Yeah.
You kind of like. But even with your parents and stuff, like you kind of like you're near civilization, but you're actually just on the edge of being in like country towns. Where do you prefer to be? Like, do you prefer to be like in the town or in the country?
Well, I'd rather be in the country, personally, just because. I don't like people. I know this sounds terrible, but I don't like being around people, if that makes sense. Like, I want land that I can just, if I want to get away from home, I can go camp on my own land, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I want acreage. I want, you know.
Oh, look, if I won, like, Tuts Lotto, I'd buy the 5 blocks around my house and then just make one big block with my house in the middle, just so that I was away from all of the people.
Yeah, like, I know my partner wants to live out in the country as well, so kind of like a good thing. So that's a plus. Like, because even though by train over an hour out here, and yeah, I'm like, don't think the Commodore's gonna withstand that. He has a 2001 Commodore, BT Commodore. So,
oh wow, mate, you should upgrade to the Isuzu now.
Well, he actually he loves his car. Like, it was his uncle's that he bought off him, and it cost him like, I think it was $300.
Oh wow!
For the car. And in the entirety of the 2 years that I've been with my partner, it's broken down once. Like, major breakdown was once.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when the heater tap in it went. So that was not fun for him. It wasn't fun for me either.
See, it's funny, you say Commodore in one sentence, and then you say the only time it had and you had to pause, like, not a breakdown, a major breakdown. You're like, major breakdown. Like, cars shouldn't just break down.
It hasn't really broken down ever. Like, so, him and his, like, because he's got 3 of his best mates, and all 3 of them have Mitsubishi Lancers.
Mm-hmm.
all three have Mitsubishi Lancers, all have manuals. And the joke is, if you break down, you owe the boys a beer.
Yep.
It's their rule. And apparently I've now become that rule as well. I'm like, I don't even drive. They're like, yes, but you own a car. I'm like, it's not me breaking down, though. And I went to them, I'm like, do I have to give you a beer because we couldn't open the bonnet? No. So I don't have to give the boys beers. It's all good. They would have been getting 0 alcohol beers anyway because they're all on their P's.
That's true.
Responsibility.
Well, you know, so like, is the plan sort of over the future? You know, okay, we're gonna move to the country. We're gonna raise some cats, and you know, sort of like enjoy ourselves out there. And you know, what's that gonna mean for your hospitality work? Because obviously, you know,
I don't want to be in hospitality.
Fair
for
enough.
The rest of my life, I've been working where I am since I was 14, 9 months. So the moment I could legally get a job was the moment I got a job. And I'm almost 23 and I've been in the same job the entire time. Very lucky. 100% been very, very lucky. But yeah, I can't do that for the rest of my life, I don't think. Like, it's not something that's in the foreseeable future, hopefully.
So what do you want? What are you going to do then? What do you want to do?
That's the thing, I don't know. And that's why I've stayed at Red Rooster, because I don't know what I want to do. So that is why I've stayed. But yeah, like, Mum's been helping me try to get another job, and I was talking to my partner about it last night coming home, and I'm like, I could go do an apprenticeship, but you know, if I go into an apprenticeship and I don't like it, there's no point of doing it, kind of thing. And he's like, you've got to do what you want to do, but you've got to take that leap. So, you know, I've just got to take that leap, I guess.
Well, I think, like, with hospitality, and I know this after doing it for 10 years, you don't want to be there 10 years if you're not happy. Like, yeah. I was happy for a lot of that 10 years, but the moment I was unhappy was the moment I quit.
Yeah. Like, there's certain days where I just wake up and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go to work. I've got to go to work. I could call in sick. I still get paid. But I don't like being home. Like, my dad and I, I think it was last week.
Mm-hmm.
No, week before. Because I think of the week had you have COVID tests, both my dad and I.
Yep.
And they are not fun.
But it's like only like tissue up your nose.
No, it wasn't that. It was more the you can't go anywhere. You have to stay at home. Yeah. Like, I was bored out of my mind. Like, I was watching streamers. I was watching YouTube. I was watching Netflix. And I'm like, I am still bored. Like, I can't win. I'm like, hey, if I had that PC, it'd be a whole different story. But don't have it yet. But, yeah. Like, it is what it is, and we did our part, made sure that we were both fine, because we were the only two that were working. So exactly, Noxie, such is life.
But like, I guess you know, it'll be your next steps that, you know, as you get your PCs and all that sort of stuff. But no, I definitely think that when you don't enjoy hospitality, it's definitely time to be like, yep, I'm out.
But the other thing is, if you don't enjoy your job, why do you keep doing it? That's the other thing that I go in the back of my mind, is if I don't like my job, what's the point of staying there and doing something I don't like? It's like in a relationship, if it doesn't feel right, why are you still in it? Or if, you know...
Well, you know, I find that this is not a bad way, but like one of the things that I think people, I watch the way that they feel, is that, you know, if I let go of this job, I may not find another one, or I may not. There is so much work out there, and it's just, you know, like you got to
Yeah, you've got to find it. You've just got to find it.
And when I,
Like,
you know, yeah, you're right. You just got to find it. Like, I agree. I know that when I've like, because I've had 20 something odd different jobs. I know that it's always been there's you know, there's another job out there. I've done everything, and I won't say no to anything that does make money or whatever. So I'm not gonna. I'm not going to, like, worry about this job, because the next job I might find the one that really takes, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, before COVID hit, I had applied for a couple of jobs, and I got one coming back as yes, and then COVID hit bad down here in Victoria. So they're like, look, we're going to keep you on file, but unfortunately we can't train you because you need to come in, and all of our sites have been closed.
Yep.
So it is what it is. Unfortunately that happened, but, you know.
But you're definitely going to find, you know, you've got great planning. I mean, like, part of why we wanted you to be part of, you know, like the GPU side of organisation is because literally we're like, hey, Rama, we were talking to you and we were talking about needing an events coordinator. We wanted to organise, like, PAX as a big thing, and we were told, you know, you might be... And you're like, I've got my notepad.
Yes.
And I've got all my ideas, and I'm like, look, these are... So, like, you know...
I've got my book somewhere.
You know, you've always got an idea, or you've always got the next thing. So I think that, like, you're going to be good.
It's somewhere.
I think if you got into an office environment, you would just excel.
I'm hoping something will come along. I've just got to put myself back out there again.
Well,
but a lot
you
of
know,
places as well, they're like, we need experience. I'm like, how am I going to get experience without actually doing the job?
It's the dumbest catch-22. Like, we would like... I love this, like, I think that I saw this once where it's like, we would like someone who is young, you know, 18 or 20 with 5 years experience.
And it's like...
Like, you are a dumbass. It's actually a job you shouldn't apply for, because obviously the people who are writing the ads are idiots. You know, and that's the problem. No. I hate the idea that every job has to have experience to be a part of. And that's, you know, because that's not how you're meant to get, you know, like, that's not how work should work. You should be taught on site. You know, like, it's almost like people are like, oh, I just can't be bothered training someone. I want them to walk in and just do this job. But no, I definitely think you would excel in an office environment.
No, that's alright.
Just thought I thought there was one behind the door.
That's alright. Sorry.
Hey, Mom! No, that's alright.
You're being spoken to.
Hey, Mom!
I'm currently on you're being helloed.
Hey, look at that waves! Yay! Hey, Mom!
Yeah, that'd be big enough, because it would just need...
Is that the tie?
Hello.
Is that the tie?
She's saying hello.
Yeah, but it's just a bit shiny.
No, it's all good. That'll be fine. Yeah.
What one is it?
I won't. Lipstick. You found your lipstick. Alright. Bye. Thanks, Mum. Sorry.
Snackler! The Red Demon!
Thank you for that crit. I like that. She gave a wave, showed some love.
I was more worried, like, because I know Mum's not a person that likes being on camera. That's why straight away I put my hand up.
Oh no, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I knew obviously because it's only just you four in the house, right? Your mum, your dad, Teddy, and yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. So I figured when I hear another female voice, it's not going to be like a cousin or anything. It's going to have to be. It's going to have to be your mum.
Nah, it's Mum. Yeah. I didn't realize that my mic is actually not coming through on my.
No, it's not.
Just now.
We were listening to everything that was being said. Probably why it was cutting out earlier was because it was unless you're talking towards directionally towards the mic, it wasn't.
I don't know why.
But no, look, the plans you've got between the the tournaments, working with Paladin, all the things. Yes. Now, just out of curiosity, what would you like to see out of GPU in the next sort of 12 months? Just what you feel you would like to see.
It would be interesting to see like a lot of like different tournaments, not only in say like say.
Hey Arnie, hey Dowsy.
I don't know how to put it in like sports games, if that makes sense. Like more like games that you can get competitive in, like seeing people say it could be for money, it could be for like whatever, like just to say I won this kind of thing, like different things that different people can get involved, like Rocket League or like COD or all that kind of stuff, like different aspects of different like.
So there was some talk last night in relation to tournaments, and I'd love to get your sort of your thought about this. Crit versus Vimesy, which has been happening regularly in games, but we would be the team leaders, and we would pick teams, and so we could actually have more tournaments. But obviously, the team leaders would be Vimesy versus Crit.
I don't think picking teams would be fair, though. I think more like drawing, like picking numbers or something like that.
Ooh,
or like
randomly assigned teams.
Yeah, like randomly assigned teams. So then it's just like, you can't go, I want XYZ because I know that they're good at these sort of games. Like, so it gives everybody a chance, if that makes sense.
Yeah, nice.
Like, if you're not the best at, say, a certain game, doesn't matter. Like, there are people that aren't good. So
but we could get.
You might be.
Actually, that's
you
a
might
really
excel in another game.
See, this is why we need Rama. See that, Crit? See that? So to make this much more community inclusive, what we do is we put out whoever wants to be part of this game and play the game. You put your name in, and then. We just randomly
put it into the wheel.
And we just randomly assign numbers, and then people will just like we'll do a draw, and then we could have whoever we get is who we get, and then we've got to do our best to win.
Yeah, and that's all you can do is do your best. Like if it's not say, getting the top score, who cares? It's for the fun of it, kind of thing.
In all the verses at the moment that have gone, Rocket League, Crit has won. NFL, Vimesy's won. Mortal Kombat, Crit won. NHL, Vimesy won. Fight Night, Vimesy won. So all the sports games, I'm pretty good at the sports games. Admitting my rage, and I do rage. I can't help it. But we've got cricket planned. We've got Injustice 2 planned. We've got Worms. We've got some baseball.
God, I remember Worms.
You say that Worms you'll win, but like I'm gonna watch you cry a river when you die. But like we definitely have strengths and weaknesses, and like I think that what I'm enjoying about this sort of versus is, even if it's something that is in weakness, like crit will probably kill me in FPSs. We haven't done any FPSs yet. But
Ooh,
so if we do some FPSs, it'll be interesting to see where our skill, but that's what also makes us great partners.
Yeah.
We have both for the longest times had two different sides of where we want to be, and yeah, so it's always the best in that sense. You get more off, and that idea is amazing. So, and that's why we try to make this such a community environment too.
It's because GPU is for the community as well. It's not just streamers, it's for everybody. Like, that's why GPU is Global Players United. Like, it's people from around the world coming together for their love of gaming or their love of anything, really.
I think that, and you're right. Like, I do agree, and I think that that was the whole point of this, was that this was for the people and us, but also then that also means that we've got to make hard decisions, like in removing someone from the community the other night. It's not something that goes unnoticed. It's something that we had to do, but it's for everyone else's safety as well, and that's what we want to continue to do. Not just have an environment that is inclusive, but is also safe.
Yeah. It's a place where anybody of all ages can come.
So, well,
it's
Rama,
somewhere.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Over.
I mean, I'm used to talking to you in a Discord for hours, so like this hour has just flown by. But I'm looking forward to next Monday, and as long as you and Jabberwocky are free, we can.
I won't be until after 5, so
we can have that Vimela stream and do that sort of stuff and have some fun with it. Like 5 hours. That's still 2 hours before I stream. I'm sorry, 5 is still 2 hours. So it's
it won't
actually
take longer
I mean,
than 2 hours.
What are you talking about? There you go. There's the next challenge. So, Vimesy versus Crit, who does the best drag?
Ooh, because I'm technically going to Brisbane in Feb, so...
Ooh.
Or we get Crit down here in Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you don't bring anything racial. That's... we don't want COVID, okay? We don't need it back down here. We're good. We're done good down here.
We're good.
Anyway.
Yeah, no Queenslanders welcome. I mean, what? Whoa. Nah.
We
thank you.
can accept a couple of Queenslanders.
Yep. Only the good ones. Randomly, Crit, She-Evil.
Mm-hmm. Who else
That's about it. That's about it.
Does Star live up in Queensland, or does he live in
he's New South Wales. Because he's near Paladin. Him and
Paladin. Okay, there we go. Yep.
All
right. Well, we have run over.
Yes. No, thank you. Thank you for coming on, Rama.
We've run over by a little bit. But it was my pleasure to come on.
Now, Minnow is an IRL friend, so and a streamer. So please hang around, because I have some really funny shit, and he really fits into Knight's categories of things that he does. So yes, no, please hang around. Bye. Minnow.
Hey, Vimesy, what's up?
Hey, buddy, how are ya? Now, normally, what happens is, when I have a guest who doesn't have a camera,
right,
I normally put up a picture of them.
Huh?
Right, because like you want to see who you're working with, and what we're doing. And I remembered, where would I find a picture of Minnow? right now, I don't know if you remember this, right? But you're like one sexy mama, right? You're like you are.
In fairness, though, I will say that I don't put my picture on the internet.
You don't.
I don't.
You don't.
I have given you something though.
You have given me something?
Yeah.
Ooh. What have you given?
Not a picture. Just a piece of art.
There we go.
Done by a friend. There you go. You can have an artist's interpretation.
An artist's interpretation. Actually, I did try to grab that earlier, which was what I was going to. Which is. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't break. Don't break. Please don't break. There we go. No. Do you remember that photo that we all took together in, that photo we all took together in, at Joe's when we last did our roleplay?
I feel like I do, yeah.
And when we all had the necklaces, when we all got our necklaces.
Oh, that's right. From that bloody the town or whatever that we went to. That we had what's called during our roleplay that we'd saved or whatever, right?
That's it. There you go.
Right,
look at that.
Yeah.
Welcome on, Minnow. Look, there you go. There you go. See, bang, done.
That's it.
That's IRL. That's what he looks like.
That's it. That's a one-to-one interpretation.
It's been an age since I've caught up with you.
It has been, hasn't it? Yeah.
I haven't been around the table for a while at Joe's, so and I didn't get a chance to get over to Geordie's house, but obviously now with lockdown and a few other things, we really haven't had a chance to do stuff. But
yeah,
I was super excited to have you on tonight.
Awesome.
You don't often get a chance to I don't often get a chance to talk to people who, sort of IRL can give me shit and know who I am and that sort of stuff. But thank you very much for that boop 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 crit. Dude, you followed, you subscribed. I hope you love what you see here at GPU.
No, it's been great. Like you seem like a great bunch. So it's been nice, obviously, to I guess see all the people in the community and like see them all in chat. It's really lovely that you guys are building something here. I'm really happy that that you've kind of found something here.
Basically one of the things that I've always done, and the people in the community are people who I have interviewed and talked to and that sort of stuff, is that this is about community. It's for the community. It's about the safeness of community. We do all of these things. What I want to explain to them is
Snackler! The Red Demon!
Just as they sort of go to click on follow, and please do give Minnow a follow. He plays Genshin Impact Online, which is basically a hentai version of Night Shepherd's Wet Dream come to life, where you can play as an MMO.
The boot physics in the game are incredible. I do recommend it.
The boot physics are great. Actually, because the other day when you were...
What is going on? What the fuck is my defenders, mate? This is fucking stupid.
The other day when you were playing, there was this one moment in the game. So this is I laugh because somehow they put in senpai, but they've also made it like so thirsty but not thirsty, because this clip just shows the gameplay of Genshin Impact. This is pretty much how, like, beautiful graphics, nice play, and then just Yeah, go shade your head, you muppet. You're not reflecting the light enough. Look how thirsty this chick is.
Oh, the short.
She like, when she looks at those boars, man, it's just like, you know, I laugh because I'm just like, this shit is just, yep. What's the next level? So basically, I clipped it with, man, she pulls you in the bushes and she's so thirsty. So with Genshin Impact, what sort of got you into that game and streaming it? Like, give us everything. Give us everything.
I mean, Genshin is it's been around for a while now, right? Like, I reckon it's been around for a couple of months now, at least. It's I think it's the kind of game that you have to have a bit of a predisposition towards the kind of like art style, you know. I would say that I'm a bit of a weeb. I'm into my anime. I'm into that sort of thing. So I think you need to be kind of like into it already to get into it. But provided that you are like somewhat, I guess, interested in that sort of art style and that sort of like genre of game, it's actually really great. I don't know if many people in your community, like you guys in chat, I don't know if many of you have played Zelda Breath of the Wild. Amazing game, obviously. Won tons of awards. But Genshin Impact tends to mirror a lot of the elements of Zelda really well. So a lot of the elements of exploration and combat, they do reflect quite well with Zelda. So I think if you like Zelda as well, and you like the art style of Genshin Impact, it is the sort of thing that will be a marriage of two worlds that like go, in my opinion, very well together. And just it was just friends, really, just friends playing the game. I've heard good things. There is obviously an element of it that's very microtransaction heavy, and that can turn off a lot of people. But the game does really give you the tools to be able to play without paying. I unfortunately have. I am a bit of a sucker to those kind of microtransactions, that sort of thing. So I have spent a bit of money on the game, I will say. But the game is absolutely playable, like without having to spend anything.
But in saying that, you got a skin the other day that then gave you access to an area, and you didn't have to buy that skin.
Well, what do you mean? I got skin the other day that gave me access to an area.
You one of the guy skins. Well, you got one of the characters. Sorry.
Yeah.
You got one of the characters in a drop.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remember his name.
I don't think anything actually is closed off to you, like unless you've got certain characters. There's nothing that you can't access, even if you don't have certain characters. The game is completely open. Like you can walk from one end of the map to the other, like straight away. It is very much so like Breath of the Wild in that way. Like you may come across enemies that'll beat the shit out of you, but you can theoretically, as long as you're good enough at dodging, you can get through them. You can walk from one end of the world to the other straight away.
Yeah. And I think that like when you have like a big game like this, the idea is that you want to get into every little nook and cranny of it too.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I haven't been playing for a great length of time so far. But what I can tell you is that this game has a way of really capturing your attention and really engaging you with the world. And to be honest, it wasn't right away. It was almost an epiphany that I had last night playing this game. Because I got into... I had done all like my early quests and stuff. I'm only maybe like 10 hours into the game, okay? But I'd done all my early quests, and the game sort of starts to open up at this point. At this quest, there was a massive trek away. It was like, basically, I would say to get there, it takes about 25 minutes because you have to like travel on foot. It was a pain in the ass. But this was the only quest I had available, and I had to finish this quest to get to the next level so I could unlock more quests. So I was like, I've got no choice. This is what I have to do. So I trekked the entire way there, and halfway through, I was like, fucking hell, this is so long. I don't want to do this. Like, this is like killing me. Yeah. But halfway there, I come across this inn, and this inn is like a spiral staircase going up like so high. And like, I just remember the feeling of getting there and be like, this is amazing. This looks so great. And I was like, oh, this is actually really cool to have discovered this just walking through, because I decided to take this unorthodox path that I wouldn't have discovered this in otherwise. But I was, you know what? That was actually a really cool thing to come across. Why don't I just continue a little bit further? And then I continued on and went all the way to this new city. And I can't explain to you like the feeling as I was walking into this city, because it's a very vertical city. So it's like a Chinese style city. It's built on mountains and it's very like layered and vertical. So you walk into it and it's just awe-inspiring. Like the scenery is amazing. And the music changes as well. The music becomes a lot more traditional, like Chinese instruments, like very, very like old school, very, very cool. And I think that's what has now cemented to me that yes, this is a good game. Yes, I'm really, really enjoying this game. Just getting to that second city, like the second main city in this game, the music changing, the scenery was it was a masterpiece. It was beautiful.
I think that when you like, how many hours do you reckon you're going to get out of this game though? Because you've just even walking in 25 minutes, that's that's a huge part of the an hour. Like, are you looking at, you reckon, like 100 plus hours?
I mean, this is a games as a service game. You know what I mean? Like you do your roles and shit. Like the game will, like, I would say. This is my rough estimate to complete all the content in the game at this point, because once you have done all the content in the game, you can actually ascend to a new world where everything's high level and there are new quests available to you. It's still within the same world, but like it goes to a high level like version of the world. You know what I mean? It's like, you know how like you have Dark Souls, and like Dark Souls you can go New Game Plus, and it's the same world, but everything's a bit stronger and some stuff is unlocked for you that you couldn't do in the first run, right? Mm-hmm. Imagine that. It's kind of like that. You get your New Game Plus and you do everything again, except there are now stronger stuff for you to fight, and like new different things as well that have been unlocked. So you have a few layers of that kind of thing as well. So this is just my rough estimate, but I would say maybe like 150 hours to complete all the content in the game. But there's the thing, it's a games as a service game, so like they will come out with new content. It will be the sort of thing that's ongoing. So you may finish all the content, but you drop in a month later, there's all of a sudden 10 hours more content for you to complete.
Well, there you go, Night Shepherd. You couldn't get a much better fucking glowing recommendation than that, mate. Night Shepherd, who's in the chat, he loves his hentai games. So the joke is, the reason we take the joke is, he played Digimon.
Right.
And so, like, he loaded up Digimon, and basically the first scene is this skimpily dressed lady with these huge titties that are just physics denying bouncing. And so we just always give him crap about hentai games. To I believe it was me. Was it me? I sent him a hentai game on Steam just to take the piss. But truthfully, he does love animation. And he likes anime in that sort of style. This is actually something that would really suit him because, the replayability, but also, he doesn't have to invest money. He can just invest the time. And you're right though. I've said, just even showing that clip, you can see the art style is the same as Zelda, but also actually the art style reminds me a lot of another game that just recently came out, which was the give me 1 second. I need to find the name because I'm gonna fuck it up if I don't. Immortal Phoenix Rising. Have you seen the gameplay to that?
Yes, I'm actually really excited to try that. There are too many games at the moment, so that's unfortunately gonna go on the backlog. But that is definitely one I'm excited for. Yeah.
So Jessie Knox, who's one of our streamers, she was streaming it the other day, and even though I was showing a clip of her yeeting a horse off a cliff like a sadistic animal killer, what what I was really pointing out was just graphically how beautiful it looked, and also the flying mechanics in it. So the flying mechanics that are in it, the gliding mechanics in it are the same as what you're going to find in what you're playing with the Genshin Impact.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that's the thing though, right? Like, and this is a big company like Ubisoft too. Like, and I think it shows that you don't have to necessarily focus on like incredibly like realistic graphics or whatever, because we've seen that a million times over. You know what I mean? I feel like developers are now understanding that maybe they don't have to focus so much resources on like on trying to get things super realistic. Maybe just focus on having a really colorful, nice art style, and then focus the game around that. Like, for example, Borderlands is a great example of something that, you know, wasn't realistic, but it had this colorful, cel-shaded art style that made it easy to run on, like, you know, most modern machines. It wasn't gonna like chew up your machine like a Cyberpunk would, but still, you looked at it and it still looked graphically impressive, even though it wasn't going for a really realistic vibe. You still looked at it and went, "Wow, this looks really good."
Yeah, and it would just run on it, but that 2D sort of graphic style that they did go with, and then only added other aspects that were the 3D. So, like, basically, you know, the environment is mostly 2D, and then the enemies are 3D, which then also makes them stand out against that background. Yeah, no, I definitely love where your head's at, and I think that you're right. There is too many games out there at the moment, but I think that like what you're saying too is that you once you find a game, I think gameplay is more important than graphics.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, like something like Stardew Valley is a classic example, or Terraria.
Yeah. Absolutely, but like I think we see that more and more now, right? Like we see on Twitch, for example, the games that are still, you know, doing the best aren't necessarily the most like graphically demanding games. Like you've got Minecraft still doing amazingly on Twitch. You got Grand Theft Auto 5. That game is 7 years old at this point. Like, and yes, when it came out, it was a graphical masterpiece. But nowadays, like it's really showing its age. But people still play it because there's so much content in that game to explore. I feel like, it is the sort of thing where if you base your game around great gameplay, it'll stand the test of time in comparison to a lot of games which like you know, really focus on just looking really good, but don't necessarily have, you know, much to it. Like another great example is Hades. I mean, actually,
yeah.
Hades, funnily enough, I've only played a bit of it. I just went round to my mate's place and played it on the Switch. But Hades was an incredibly fun experience for me.
Almost one game of the year too.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those games where you can tell that a lot of love was put into it. I'm like, as much as I say it's not graphically impressive, I will say that it is artistically beautiful. It is a great looking game. But like the focus was clearly on making this this gameplay loop really, really fun and really, really satisfying. So you go into each level and like you don't want to stop. You just want to go to the next level. Like you beat that floor, go to the next floor. Beat that floor, go to the next floor. Beat that floor, go to the next floor. Like the gameplay loop is so engaging and so quick as well. Like each floor takes you less than a minute.
Yeah.
So you never feel like you're getting stuck. You never feel like you're being bogged down or like something's taking too long because you're always just moving on. Yeah, and then you die and then you start all over again. That's it. But yeah, it is really great in that way. I think that's a great example of you know, you're not relying too much on, you know, being I guess too demanding on a PC or anything like that. It's just a game that runs well, it's got great gameplay and looks beautiful. And yeah, it's won a ton of awards.
So like Genshin Impact and being like Ubisoft, are you
it's just wait, Genshin Impact.
Oh, Genshin Impact. Sorry,
I thought you were making a joke first, but I think you just I thought you were making the
Genshin.
Genshin Impact joke.
Oh no! Well,
No.
I mean, like I can Genshin Impact all night long, but like this, I thought
No,
I
it's
thought
Genshin.
Genshin. Well, this is probably why I'm not allowed in Japan. Is that with this game and being Ubisoft, is that it's showing that they're going away from maybe say the
Genshin is not with Ubisoft. That's Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Okay. Well, even that, it's showing that they're trying to go to that JRPG side of things. Start, exploring like different. Like they're like, oh shit, we've got this whole anime community. Like how big,
Personally, I think it's actually the other direction. I think that because, for example, Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is a Nintendo game, a Japanese, developer.
Yeah.
We all know Nintendo, obviously. I think it's the other direction. I think Nintendo are more and more trying to appeal to a Western market. So we see a lot more Western gameplay elements being translated into like Japanese games. And yes, we do see that crossing to a degree into like Western games somewhat as well. But I would say that the Zelda that we see now is much more heavily influenced by the Western market than the other way around.
Yeah.
And I would say that despite Immortals Phoenix Rising being very much so not a copy, because I have watched gameplay of Immortals Phoenix Rising, and it definitely does look unique, and it definitely does have its own charm to it. It's a separate game. It's not a clone, but it does heavily take inspiration from it. It does still seem like it's not really a Japanese game, though. I would say that it's definitely still feels like a very Western game. And I think Zelda Breath of the Wild, for a lot of it as well, does also feel like a Western game. And occasionally, like, you'll come across scenes between characters where you're like, okay, it's very clearly anime art style. It's very clearly Eastern influence. But more and more, I think we're seeing more like a Western influence creep into like your Japanese games more so than anything.
Well, I think that and in one way I do agree, and in another way I actually disagree, because I think that more like for the Western side of things, it's actually better for them to start. It's kind of weird. It's like almost like keep that Western gameplay, but give us an Eastern style graphic, and you have a game that like seems to be pretty successful in the sense that so many more Comic-Con. That was who I was thinking about. So like in Comic-Con and all those sort of Anime-Con and all them, where like they're getting these huge Western crowds and all this sort of stuff. It's now time for them to like that's the market they're trying to get into. They're like, oh well, maybe we can get them gaming as well. But what we need is to have an Eastern style artness to it.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. Like I feel like, and here's the thing. I feel like that is actually happening to a degree on the indie side. You'll see a lot of indie games these days with an anime art style, but they're made by Western developers. They're not made, they're made in the US, they're made in Sweden, they're made in, Europe and the US, but they have an anime art style. So that is already happening, but it's not really happening in AAA games. It's happening in your indie games mostly. But I think it's just a sort of thing of I don't know. I feel like I like the games that AAA studios in the West put out. I don't need them to be heavily anime-fied, so to speak, because I like that disconnect between I have my Yakuza games, I have my Persona games, I have my JRPGs. And then I have, my Call of Duties, I have my Borderlands, and all those sort of games on the other side as well. I feel like I don't need too much of like a them coming together. I do like the stark difference between it as well. But in ways they are mixing. But I don't think that we'll see much like anime art style in AAA games anytime soon. And then, for example, Ghost of Tsushima, which was a game that was based on Japan.
Yep.
Right? It was based on samurais and all of that sort of thing. It had a very realistic, very Western, art style about it. It was going for realism. It was going for like that kind of, I don't know, just very realistic look. So I actually really enjoyed that. I appreciated the fact that it was done by a Western developer, because I feel like if this same game was made by like some Japanese company, it wouldn't have been that good, and I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. It probably
Do you
would have
think they
been
might
fun.
have gone too deep? Like, do you
No,
reckon that's-
not too deep. I feel like they would have romanticized it a bit too much. They would have like
Oh yeah.
they would have just made it a bit too much, a bit too pretty, not gritty enough. You know what I mean? Whereas Ghost of Tsushima's, it's super bloody.
Yep.
It's a very, very, I don't know. It feels really good. Like, it's satisfying the way the combat happens, and I just don't feel like a Japanese developer would go for that. Like, even in games where like they're trying to look a bit more realistic now, like for example the Final Fantasy 15 game, where it went for like a more like realistic art style compared to Final Fantasies of old or JRPGs of old. I still feel like they're not quite there in terms of I don't know, just telling the kind of stories or the kind of like dark stories that a lot of these Western like developers can.
I think that like the more we can keep continually combining. I mean, actually, you look at you're talking about COD as a shooter, but at the moment, Escape from Tarkov just is sort of like it. It's taken a while, but it's it's taking off bits more and a bit more and a bit more and a bit more and that sort of stuff. And one of the things that's really good about Tarkov is that they've put servers everywhere. So what they've said is, if you're in Australia and you've got this ping, you have to have a minimum of 130 to reach any other server. So like you cannot, because it's such a game of moments, like it's a game of noise and moments. And so, but the like the subpar realism of that shooter is what seems to be the most appealing, but also most of it's in Russian. The same way that Modern Warfare, you walk around what's Warzone? What's the place of Warzone? Starts with you know where I'm talking about, right? The town, like the whole map.
Yeah.
You go around and a lot of like Russian writing and all that sort of stuff. Because Russians have sort of been the bad guys in America's eyes at the moment. Have you noticed that the games have gone from being these World War II kill Germany, who aren't their enemy anymore, to moving to this Russian style, like it's embedded in their games that like, okay, if you go to Russia, you should expect to find like basically a culture of people who are shooting each other and like all this sort of stuff.
Yeah. And it's great that that obviously servers are, I guess, much more accommodating. And that's fine. I love that. I love the fact that you've got a lot more options to play on. I mean more so just in terms of like gameplay, like philosophy. Game development philosophy. I like the separateness of it. I do appreciate like that they have their own ways of doing things, and for the most part, I feel like that should remain the same.
So it's been like an age since you and me have played D&D, but have you kept up your role playing? Like, have you been playing at a table or anything?
I haven't done a single role play since then.
Oh wow!
Yeah. To be honest, and that was the first time I had ever role played was with you guys.
Yeah.
So no, I haven't. I would love to, but I just, one is like it is a big time commitment.
Yep.
But two is also just finding the right people to do it with is quite difficult.
Well, it's always hard to find a table of people who are always gonna, like where you can actually really sink your teeth into a campaign and have more than, say like a dozen games. These people have been able to find tables where they can play for like 2-3 years at. Now that's that's a table you want to be at.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, really develop your stories, really develop your characters as well. That would be great.
Have you caught any of I don't. Did you catch Friday? Did you catch me playing Sneckler? I think you caught Sneckler once.
Yeah, I did. I didn't stick around for too long though, because I didn't have quite as much time as I would have liked.
Sneckler!
Yeah, I did. And,
the Red
they seem-
Demon!
I think that it's funny playing Sneckler online because I can be really loud and all the. So what I tried to do is make like sort of a professional wrestler character,
right?
With some other side story, and I think about like if I was at a table and just let out, like if there was like a table of like 8 of us and I'm just like, there's a Necklaw, the Red Demon! Like everyone would just freak the fuck out.
No, you always were that character though. You're always the bloody loud one, just like the battle raging, like let's fucking go.
Well, I think that like with games and as they've been going on, one of the things that I'm actually trying to do a lot with my gameplay is to not play the same style of character.
I mean, but you bloody look like an orc, so might as well go with it.
Well, but that's the thing. Like, playing a bard, like a bard fighter, it's just brought another. And because of like the way I developed the character, I don't have to sing well. You know what I mean?
Right. Can I get a demonstration of this?
Me? Oh, there was hundreds of clips. I've got hundreds of not quite hundreds of clips, but I got a fair few clips of me singing. But
play something. I'd love to. Or send me
I don't play anything. I just make up whatever I can on the spot. I'll make something up for you, man.
Let's go. Let's hear. Is this Sneckler still?
Yeah, Sneckler. So
Sneckler the Bard.
Hang on, got to get a gruffy voice because he's.
Wait, is Sneckler an orc?
No, he's a lizardman.
He's a lizardman. Sneckler the Bard lizardman.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Well, that's why he's called the Red Demon because he's a lizard man, and he basically the story of him being the Red Demon is because he bites the heads off his enemies, so like he gets covered in their blood.
Here's Vimesy rendition of a Karma character, the Red Demon who bites people's heads off.
Because he has a mighty horn.
Yeah.
We actually we acquired a banjo, so I'm gonna have to get a mini thing to strum and play while I'm singing next time. But because I can't play guitar, but I'll strum something.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I now have a sidekick and it's a fucking squirrel. So, all right. What about you? Because I normally sing it about a person, so I'm going to sing it about you. So hang on here.
All right, let's go.
Okay. All right, I'm in my headspace. All right. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm not used to doing it when I'm not D&Ding, so like I've got to like not laugh while I'm like getting prepared. All right. Oh, Minnow has come on to talk on the Vimesy Show. He is so great. He is so friendly. He loves his hentai, and I won't ask about his dolls.
And so, quite an interesting bar that you got there.
Mate,
Does he pull in much in terms of coin at the different taverns?
look, it's not coin per se that he chases. He's actually not a gold chaser. He performs for his food and his like accommodation.
So a lot of homeless nights then, a lot of
no. He is well loved. But one of the very first games, I basically entered into a fighting arena, and the party on a 4-1 bet 250 gold on me, and I won. So like, basically the party cleaned out this fighting place of like 4,000 gold.
Nice.
So, he's set for gold. Because, he was given a share. But yes, no, definitely. I love the idea, but like in the middle of a forest or something, and I'm just like, oh, the game's a bit quiet. So, what we need is songs! Just like... And I just...
Goodness.
It's been a lot of fun. I gotta say, it is a lot of fun. The big lady is still unsure about him. It's funny because the charisma of myself does not match his charisma, because he's actually got a -2 in charisma of like his normal. He's like a 7 in charisma or something. So like rolling charisma is shit. That's why.
Well, you know what? From what I've heard though, he really does have a -2 in charisma. But like, I'll give him a fucking +5 for effort.
There we go. That's a column we need in our D&D sheets. Is just okay. So here's your stats. And then here's like the rating of effort that we give to your character. But the next game, I'm not gonna say that I'm a petty person and I was pissed off, but I was very strongly disappointed that we didn't move forward to fighting the fucking dragon the other day. But we're basically at a dragon's lair that we're gonna go take on a dragon in the next game.
Very cool. Well, I mean, like, it's a good opener there, right? Jumping right into it.
So yeah, because also like I want to get back into doing some Dungeon Master and doing some like actually running a game. So
Dungeon Master.
Maybe I should maybe I should
I think a Dungeon Master is a bit different from
Oh, I don't take them into the dungeon.
No, go on.
Maybe I should save a spot for you in there at some point.
No,
too.
I feel like I'm really okay. I feel like I've heard you scream enough. I don't need to hear you scream in other ways.
What are you talking about? I mean, just like Minnow, just roll your dice. It's all good. Oh look, I love coming and hanging out in your chat. I think like obviously being IRL friends with you and that sort of stuff. We had a chance to like when I come jump in your streams and stuff, I get like an added bonus of getting to take the piss. But in saying that, everyone here should come and follow you because you really interact with the chat quickly. You've got good streams. You always have a great already following. And so, you bring like a nice content. And what you've always said from me to is you're not doing this so much for the views, but I think that's what makes it so much more sweeter, is that you actually deserve the views because you're not doing it to the views.
I mean, at the same time though, like I feel like people who are really chasing this as a career, I want them to do well. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like if anyone were to like follow me, like I I wouldn't want them to, for example, like give subscriptions or whatever. Like that option is available, and I have to admit, like at one point I thought that maybe I would want to do it as something like
Well, you're the reason I even have a Twitch account.
Oh, really?
Well, I never had it. Remember when you first started on Twitch, and we were at a game, one of the games we were playing, and you said, "Hey, Vimesy, have you got Twitch?" And I'm like, "What the fuck's Twitch?" And you said, "Look, dude, I'm trying to get to affiliate. Will you, create an account and come help lurk and that sort of stuff? Because I need to get to, 50 followers to do this." All right. And I said, "Yeah, no probs." You're the reason that I even have a Twitch account.
That's incredible. There you go. Well, guys, better thank me when Vimesy becomes a big boy. Is on the top of Twitch. Y'all know who started it all.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, look. Honestly, like if you guys want to watch or hang out or whatever, that's cool. Do whatever you feel like. No obligations or anything, obviously. Please don't subscribe to me either. If you guys feel like giving away money, like please give it to Vimesy, who's building up his channel. But yeah, just
I laugh because that's sort of like so Crit said, so we owe GPU to Minnow. That's actually kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like, hey, so we owe GPU to Minnow. We owe Vimesy fucking keeping me up to all hours of the morning talking shit and ideas to Minnow. It's a double-sided sword there.
I mean, I'm happy to take all credit but no responsibility. You know what I mean?
That's a fucking quote if I've ever heard one. I'm willing to take all credit but no responsibility. That's a great fucking quote.
No, but like I am glad that you're on here, Vimesy. It's been good to see you actually. Like, and the most important thing is I feel like you're really enjoying your time here as well. So it's been good to see you around. And I have been checking you out.
It's funny because it's one of those things too, where like when you've never done something or you've thought about, like I never thought about doing this, and then obviously with COVID and sort of I promised to do this with my daughter and sort of like the way it went about. But when you find something that just gives you a nice little niche, and I love doing the Vimesy Show. I really love showing people off and talking to the community and all of these things. I can't wait to just, as we keep doing more and more Vimesy shows and more communities come together, just like how beautiful that impact can be.
Yeah. No, it's good. I think, especially these days with everything going on with COVID, people really need a place to belong because it's hard to go out. And for us in Melbourne, I think we're really blessed that we don't have it as bad as most of like the rest of the world. Like even Sydney and Queensland right now are having a bit of trouble that fortunately we're not really experiencing. But even for us, like it is still hard to go out, and you do kind of like still avoid it somewhat because it is kind of just like, I know that it's not around. I know that it's not really in the community, but at the same time, the world just feels different right now. That I don't feel comfortable going out as I did. So I feel like during these times when everyone just needs a sense of community, because a lot of our communities aren't really there anymore. You can't go out to your teams to, if you got a team that you play basketball or soccer or indoor soccer, or whatever it may be, you don't have that option available to you anymore. A lot of people can't go to the gym anymore. People who, found community in gyms and stuff. People who found community in like church. Yeah. All those kind of communities are now not as accessible anymore. So it is good that you guys are building something here, and it's somewhere where everyone can feel a bit of community while there's while COVID's going on, and hopefully from that you guys can expand your community going forward as well.
Well, I think like even when you you're saying obviously about church and stuff. Night Shepherd, he's a churchgoer as well, and like the impact of him not being able to go to his church for such a long time, but then when they finally actually had the opportunity to be there, you're right, it's kind of like you want to go, you want to just go there and relax, and you want to be back to like what church is meant to be, like this, inclusive environment. We're all together and all this sort of stuff. But then you're also like, dude, I know you're sitting on the pew, but back the fuck up. Like, you can talk to me as long as you're like talking to me from the other side of the bench. Like you want to be, like again, you don't. You're right. That sort of fear, seeps in at the moment.
Yeah. The world just isn't as comfortable as it used to be. I will say.
So when the world sort of starts getting back to normal, what's normal for you?
What's on the books for me? Like, to be honest with you, like I was doing real well in terms of my goals before COVID. So I was kicking goals in terms of like becoming a lot stronger. So I was doing a lot of like gym stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was losing a lot of weight. I was becoming really quite strong. I was able to do like quite a lot of cardio as well. So I was in a good place, not a good place, but a much better place than I was physically. And then COVID hit, and then that sort of stripped it all away because the gym. And to be honest, I could have done a lot of that sort of stuff at home, and it is a fault to myself, unfortunately, that I haven't continued with it. But yeah, like that's one thing that I'm definitely looking forward to is like just the gym reopening to full capacity. Because the gyms are open now, but they're not open in the way that they were. Like, I can't just head over there whenever I want. I have to book, and they're only open during certain times as well. It's still a bit of a bitch to sort of work around it. So, to be honest, I haven't been as active in it as I would have liked to been. But yeah, that is something I'm really looking forward to is getting back to the gym, because I did actually build quite a strong community around the gym as well. To be honest, I reckon at least half of the people I hung out with outside of like online communities and outside of work would have been people from my gym.
Nice.
So yeah, I am looking forward to that because I put on a lot of weight, as I'm sure everyone has during COVID.
Well, I'm back to the same. You remember when I was, working out for the Kratos cosplay and that sort of stuff? I'm basically wrestling in 6 months, so I'm now back into working out and that sort of stuff. So I've dropped 4 kilos so far for the first week, which is a lot of sort of just that excess fat that I do have right now, because I have a lot of excess fat. Trust me, a lot. But basically, over the next 6 months, I plan to get like high cardio and get myself back into wrestling shape, and then be in a match. Maybe so this tomorrow, I start my workout with Shardy, but we should definitely hook up and do some gym sesh.
Oh, I think I need to get into a bit of my own stuff first. But yeah, absolutely, down the line, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Oh yeah, man. But like if you want someone to help spur you on, me and Shardy, we're going to be working out, and it's that's what this is all about. We've even got a challenge at the moment with Inside GPU with just doing simple dumbbell curls and Arnold presses and tricep curls.
Well, you're just around the corner from me, aren't you?
Yeah,
actually.
Man.
That's right. You're not far. You're just a suburb away.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. We should get something going for sure. Actually, that sounds good.
So yeah, no, definitely, and we can just keep them back to the community and stuff like that, man. Because yeah, dude, I'm pumped, and it'd be just good to see you too. Like even if we went 10-pin bowling, we should get Geordie and go 10-pin bowling again.
Oh my god, they moved into your place. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they moved into a new house. They've ditched the old place. They've got a pool now as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They were inviting me around the other week, but I was a bit busy as well, so I couldn't go down. I actually feel a bit bad because every time Geordie invites me to something, I always like kind of flake on him. But in time, hopefully, we all catch up again.
Well, that's definitely. I would love to do that. I'd love to catch up again.
Yeah.
Now, look, I'm gonna get ready to run, one of the things that I do now at the end of my show is, and this is more like something that we do so that we continue to grow the community and also, you know, see new people, take our community to new people. Who would you like us to raid? Who have you got that's online that is a friend of yours that you would like to raid?
To be honest, most of the people I watch aren't even in our time zone, so I haven't really got anyone, to be honest with you. Look, I'll leave it up to you, chat, because I don't think there's really anyone who there's not anyone at the moment who I really see as someone that we could help out.
Well, I mean, man, I'm always happy to do stuff. So, you know, like, you know, going future wise, man, like if you ever think of someone that you want us to, like, you know, try and help out, or you've got a suggestion of some talent and stuff, man, you've joined the Discord now, so you can have a look around and see what we're all about. Yeah, I don't know who's up, Knight. No, don't you worry.
Yeah, I've got someone, and she's gonna absolutely hate me for this.
Oh, okay.
Well. She's gonna hate this as well.
I think that it's good when, so one of the things that normally we would do is in an interview, like, you know, you get the you'd get like you get to the end and you're like, all right, cool, we're gonna raid and that sort of stuff. One of the things that I've now worked out at the end of my show is if I get another person to pick that raid, or the person who's at the end of the show, then I'm always going to go to what most likely will be a new community.
As for where you can catch me, I stream on Twitch. It's just twitch.tv/FBino, I think it is, I believe.
Yeah, can you do a shout out, please?
Actually, not too sure, to be honest.
There you go. No, Baby Bear's got the shout out. Don't worry, it's right there.
Cool, perfect. And
see, you're playing Gation Impact.
Gation Impact, that's it. Right on the ball. I also stream. I also stream on YouTube as well. If you guys would rather YouTube, I think YouTube has better compression and stuff anyway. So
well, we've got all the channels in. We've got Gation. We've got all the channels in the Discord too. So feel free to throw up any of your YouTube stuff as well, because there'll be people here who want to watch it. Also in the Discord, just so you know, like when you go live, it's going to show us that you're live. So you know, more and more people will come watch you, man.
Yeah, awesome.
Equiniquity. Fuck you, Crit. Fuck you. I've said it enough times. Fuck you. They all pick on me because I can't speak English. Minnow, dude, you know what? I'll just catching up with you has been like the fucking greatest, man. I really have missed you, and just you know, even I remember like when we just would drive off to go get Red Rooster and shit. You know, like we just had such great conversations, just even in the car, man. You know, like it's amazing.
Yeah, no, me and you used to get really DNM, right? Compared to, but I mean, like when you hang around with no shit against Shorty and the rest, but I feel like me and you usually had the deepest conversations there.
Yeah, well, we definitely had good times together, and I'd love to rekindle that, man. You know, when things start to be back to normal and stuff, you know, 100%. I'd love to do more of that.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll work it out. Yeah, I guess sometime after this.
So, can you tell us a little bit about Minikaya? Is that right?
Minty-Kai.
Yeah, Minty-Kai.
Oh, I mean, if you guys want to follow her, it'd probably.
We're going to go raid her, so give us a heads up.
She's not online. She's not online. So I'm just saying, if you guys want to go follow her or whatever, or you want to raid her in future, absolutely feel free.
All right, I will save that as a future raid then.
Yeah. I don't think she'll appreciate it, but it'll be great to see.
Oh no, I like it. I love that. Anyone new that we can get into, and just, you know, give them a little bit of love, shake their tree. What happened? Where did that go? Yeah, shake their tree and give them a little bit of love. Dude, don't be surprised when you cop a raid too.
Nah, like I said, you guys are always welcome.
I'm gonna be there to give you shit and.
Yeah, you're gonna be there to watch all the fucking like boo physics and like.
I
you. We all know that's the reason you're there, Vibes.
it's always the reason I'm there, man. I told you I'm not gonna ask you about your dolls. That's. I'm like I feel like I'm being kind there, man. I feel like I'm being kind.
The collection is my pride.
Actually, you know what? We're gonna go to someone who is a friend of Baby Bear's.
There we go.
Now, if you are a mod, if you're a mod, fucking hell, try English, Terry. All right, if you are a sub, there is a raid worm at the top. Please, paste it in for the, and then obviously if you're not subscribed, there's the bottom one. So please have a watch of this. Grab your emotes, and when we get over to Beat Drop Bandit, give him some love, because he is a friend of Baby Bear and he deserves all our love. And Minnow, dude, genuinely, I can't wait to catch up some IRL time with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, thanks for having me as well. Like, chat, you've been really sweet. I appreciate you guys listening to my my long spiels and shit. So yeah, thank you very much.
I think that's what we're all about all the time. Just long talk, long spiels. I mean, you only have to hang with Vimesy for like 10 minutes, and you're like, "Well, this dude, shut the fuck up."
Thanks, guys. No, Vimesy, you're great. I love listening to you. You're always full of energy, so it's always great to hear you.
Thanks, man. And again, like I said, thank you.
No, all good.
Boom. There we go. Now if I do this and do this.
Hey.
Did that work? Did it work?
In one hit,
Thanks.
but I can do a bit of extra damage with the razor wire, and that's taking it to where it needs to go.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, no, man. Thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. It was awesome.
Thank you very much for the raid.
No, it's all good.
Milkshake brings us bust to the yard.
It's been a while.
Yeah, man. When I saw you stream the other day, and when I get a chance to see you stream, I get to
How was your stream, my man? How you been doing?
I get a chance to
What's been happening? Hey, we made it through the night.
Come in and like just give you a bit of shit and stuff. But dude, I really think that you've got a lot. I know what you're saying about like you sort of why you're streaming and stuff. But dude, I reckon you've got like a good spot to be like
welcome to the stream.
Streaming, man, and with your content, and you're talking more so like your response to chat, like you respond to chat really quickly and stuff, and that's a quality that is high in what people look for in streamers.
So I'll find things.
Yeah, but at the same time as well, like to be perfectly honest with you, like
10 miles to safety.
I can't be fucked.
Yeah,
like most of the time when people join my stream, like you, obviously you're different because I know you guys.
Shout out the credit where it's
relationships.
due.
I always love
solid experience.
To be honest with most people, like especially randoms who just look to me on my stream, I can't really be fucked.
My dude,
like, I'd rather they didn't. To be honest with you, and I'm just being polite. Because to be honest, like
okay, cool. You're watching
I don't.
Nice.
I don't.
Very nice.
I think I have the energy to actually build up a
not a problem,
base
Dad, not a
of
problem. Thank
supporters or
you very
whatever.
much for dropping by. I appreciate
Because it is the sort of thing where you do need to put a lot of hours into
Have an
a lot of
incredible
work. And I have no doubt, like
until I see you next.
obviously with a bit of luck that maybe like
How you doing,
you
buddy?
can go somewhere with it. But
happening,
it's
my
just the
friend?
sort of thing where I don't know. I feel like it's not really my thing.
That's fair enough. Well, dude, just don't stop streaming from time to time though, because I do enjoy jumping in and saying g'day to you too.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Sorry,
I know that
chat.
one of the things that
I'm incredible. I'm pretty great.
I've enjoyed.
We got some loot. Now I'm even better.
Is that like I remember because I was serious. Like the reason I even have a Twitch account in the first place was because you said, "Hey."
Yeah, I forgot about that.
and so like when I see you when I see you, like
I'm at
on,
level 10.
I always
I'm-
remember
I am
that,
so
like,
underpowered.
you know, you were looking at this as like, you know, sort of your next evolution of what you were gonna do.
Yeah, like during that time, I was like, because I don't think I had a job back then as well. So I was like, oh, you know, this will be the sort of thing. Yeah, absolutely, I can get behind this. And I was making a little bit of money off it as well, because I have good friends who are like donating and shit like that as well.
Yeah. Okay, because that's a fucking game.
So it was the sort of thing that it was giving me cash during a time that I wasn't very cashed up, and yeah.
So how much weight did you lose, man?
Sorry?
How much weight did you lose?
What during when I actually
Yeah.
started going to the gym?
Yeah, man. Like,
I didn't lose a whole lot. I probably. No, I did actually lose quite a bit. I lost like 30 kilos.
We would love to see you.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking weight, man. You've
I
been
never thought about it.
skinnier
I was
than
like-
me.
Because I was like, oh,